Hey guys, it's Kevin again, and this is going to be for another installment of the movie previews, of course. Last time was a lot of fun, definitely got a little outrageous, and right off the bat, it's already getting outrageous because we got two people here who aren't supposed to be here. We'll get to them in a little bit. Actually, you know, we'll just get into it. We got Mr. Hammer over here.
Hi.
He's going to be here for a little bit. I don't know why.
I'm hanging up the posters that are going to be in my background in my videos.
And YouTube is going to demonetize this video now because you're holding a hammer. So that's great. I'm very excited for that.
Very irresponsible.
But anyways, of course, we're going to be talking about all the movies coming out in July. July looks like a very promising month. There's a lot of movies coming out that I'm very excited to talk about for sure. But before I get into that, let's introduce people that are supposed to be here. Well, you know, Andrew Hayes is also here, but you know, we'll use him a little bit later. You guys will see why later, but this is someone who he's been on my channel before. Not so much this year. He actually hasn't been on since, well, he was on the Q&As and things like that, but in terms of movie previews, he hasn't been here till December. Always enjoy having him on. Here he is, Jackson Fulcher.
Wow, it's really great to be here. I'm very excited to talk about all the July movies, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, I was hammering something into place, my bad. I can't wait also because this is also my birth month, you know, and that's very exciting to see what movies come out on my birthday, which is July 20th. And so, yeah, overall, it's always fun to be a part of these movie previews, and I can't wait to do this one.
Yeah, very, very excited, very excited.
Sorry.
Anyways, next person hasn't been on my channel since, actually, for a little while. He was vigorously standing at a cup for some reason in the last Q&A. He was very laser focused on it, so focused that he didn't say a word. I think he kind of he had some sort of weird affection towards that cup. I don't really understand what that was about, but maybe he can give us some insight about that. Here he is, 22TigerDude.
Hello.
Hello.
Thank you so much, Kevin, for bringing me on. And it's funny because I was in July's movie preview of last year.
There you are.
And I'm also back here this year. And it's also funny because July's my birthday month. So thank you for bringing the birthday boy over here for the second year in a row.
Yeah, kind of ironic that the two people I brought on both have birthdays in July. That was not intentional. Just kind of, it was purely coincidental. Worked out that way.
I thought it was intentional. I was going to give you major props.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Anyways, we're just going to jump right into it. We start off with the first movie. Now, July starts off a little bit weird because, of course, we do have the 4th of July going on and things like that. So we actually have a movie coming out next Tuesday because of the fact that, like I said, it's the 4th of July. And we have this movie that everyone is so hyped for, and that, of course, is The First Purge.
Yay!
All right. So, The First Purge in general, this is a film that I really don't have too much to say about. I've only seen The First Purge, actually. Not the first. Like, I've only seen The Purge. I mean, from what I remember, it was an all-right movie. I didn't really think much of it, to be honest. I didn't really have much interest in the other sequels. I was eventually going to watch them. I just never really got around to them. Maybe I'll watch them eventually before this one comes out, but you know, I just don't really have much to say about it. It looks whatever to me. The trailer looks really bad, but again, I haven't seen the other ones, and I don't have the passionate hatred for this series that some others here do. So I'm just gonna throw the floor over to them. Jackson, what do you want to say?
Well, unlike you, Flake, I did do my research. I've seen all 3 of the Purge movies.
All right.
And I think they're all fucking garbage, to put it lightly.
Damn, he threw that.
I think there's I don't think, like, there's people out there that say, like, these movies are, like, a good political commentary, like, they're satires. I don't see why. They're all terribly made. The messages are piss poor at that. They have the worst execution I've ever seen on films. And Frank Grillo, you'd think he'd, like, maybe save the movie, but as a character, I don't think they fully utilize him as the best. But now he's not even in this one because it's a prequel to explain this dumbass world by making a dumbass prequel. Basically,
and you got fucking Marissa Tomei for some reason.
Somehow they got her because The Purge is popular, I guess. James DeMonaco, who directed the other three, is not directing, but he might as well be. I don't know who's directing, but it's James DeMonaco, probably using a stage name. It looks just as bad as the others. I don't know if it can be worse, but I hate these movies. They have terrible jump scares, has stupid characters, and I just hate them. I hate that they made another one. I hate that there's going to be a TV show in September. So that's all I want to say about The Purge. The first one, because they're going back to the first Purge. That before the first one that came out in 2013, which was the first movie released. They're going back to the first Purge, was the fourth movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's very confusing, and that's another thing I wanted to mention, is that it's a very confusing title.
Yes, it's very confusing. But
also, fuck you.
Yeah, now we're going to turn it over to the person who I know absolutely loves these movies, totally doesn't hate them at all. Is very excited for this one. Tony, what do you want to say?
All right. So the first movie, it's fine. Like, okay, I like Ethan Hawke. I thought there were some cool things about it, but overall, it was not very engaging. There's still a lot of dumb moments that happen, but it is technically the best one, at least in my opinion. That's still not saying much, though. The second one, however, was terrible. I hate the second one, and the third one managed to be even worse than the second one, in my humble opinion. Like, it just seems to be dipping in quality as this franchise keeps going. And surprisingly, I'm not dreading the first Purge, but I think it's because it's gotten to the point where this franchise has just gotten so stupid and has really jumped the shark that I'm just kind of numb to it.
Yeah.
I think that's why I'm not really dreading the first Purge, because, like, well, it's happening, so yeah, like, I get it. These movies have their fans, and that's cool for the fans that do enjoy it. Obviously, they're not for me, but good for anyone that does enjoy these movies. But I agree with basically everything Jackson just said. It just has a lot of stupid characters that make really stupid decisions. The writing is really bad. Some of the worst dialogue I've ever heard in any horror franchise, to be honest, especially when you consider... Oh my God, I was about to bring that up. I want my candy bar, bitch. Like, oh my God. Thank God we don't deal with that character for that long, but still didn't save it because the third one still sucked. But yeah, not looking forward to this one. My expectations aren't high. I hope I don't hate it as much as 2 and 3. I hope it could be maybe on the level of the first, maybe, but that's still, like I said, not saying much. So yeah, I'm not really looking forward to the first Purge. It's just very unnecessary. Why do we need this? So yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I really don't have much to say about it. These two have kind of become, well, Tony kind of become desensitized to it. It's whatever. I don't have much to say. These two, they're not here. Just ignore fucking hammering over here.
This is my least anticipated movie of the year.
Well, you're not supposed to be here, but what do you want to say?
This is fucking awful. Because all of them suck.
Yeah.
Thank you, Hammer.
You tell them, Hammer.
Shut up.
Hammer time.
Yeah, what does Wolverine want to say?
Fuck these movies.
Thank you. I love you.
That's great. Anyway, first Purge, like I said, coming out July 4th. If you guys want to see it, there you go. But let's get to the movie people actually care about that's coming out this month. The one that I think really kicks off the month very well. If you discount the first Purge, this is a very good kickoff to July, and Jackson is going to introduce it.
Okay, so this is the 20th, right? The 20th MCU film. Jesus,
I think so. Yeah.
Christ, 20 movies of no stakes, and that is Ant-Man and the Wasp. Okay, is that long enough for you?
Yeah.
That's what she said.
I just need like 2 or 3 seconds.
Okay, are you going to cut this too?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ant-Man and the Wasp is the 20th film in the MCU franchise, but it's the second Ant-Man film. Unless you include Civil War, then it's the third. But I think this movie looks very good. The first Ant-Man, Edgar Wright was on board, then he left. so he already had the story kind of set up, and Peyton Reed kind of just took over from there. So I was very interested now that Peyton Reed is on it from the very start. What kind of story he's going to be crafting? What kind of action sequences he's going to make? Are they going to like be as creative as that first movie? And I'd say from what they're showing so far, it definitely looks very, very cool. Like the utilization of the Wasp being able to fly, and the shrinking and the punching and all this junk, and the fact that they're actually using the more of the like little disc things that make things bigger and smaller. Like seems really cool. It looks like they're really going for it with the powers, and that's very cool to me. Just go all out with that. We don't just need like a shrinking man anymore. We can get big, we can get small. Yeah. And I'm worried about the villain again, because we just had Killmonger, who's excellent, and Thanos, who's excellent, and I'm afraid that Ghost is going to be, maybe a little lackluster, but
sorry, we got
I think
construction going on in the back. If that's
For some reason, this man insists on being here, and I don't know why, but that's fine.
We're working out some things, I'm working out a new set and things like that. We're working on a movie called The Tiger Papers, and
and this set is definitely needed for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. But anyways, to sum it up, I don't know if it'll be better than Infinity War, because that was like amazing and junk. But this movie still has my interest, because it looks like Peyton Reed isn't dropping the ball. It looks like he's fully embracing the Ant-Man world, and he's crafting something very unique here. And I can't wait to see Michelle Pfeiffer in the role of Hope Van Dyne, or not, someone Van Dyne.
Janet, yeah.
Which one?
Janet, I think.
Knew it. Hope is Evangeline Lilly. That's right.
The Wasp.
Yes. I can't wait to see her as the Wasp then.
She's going to replace Evangeline Lilly halfway through the film.
Oh, yeah. She was already the Wasp beforehand.
Yeah, there we go. Anyway.
So it's fine. Yes, that's what I think.
I, on the other hand, am very excited for Ant-Man. I don't know why I'm saying on the other hand, because you're excited.
It's the same exact thing.
Let me fix that real quick. I also am very excited for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I think Ant-Man was a very solid film overall. I thought it was just a really fun heist film. And that's something I know I say this all the time, but I really love that about MCU, how they like to do different types of genres for each one of their film. Like something like Black Panther is more of like an epic, and then something like Thor Ragnarok is more of just like a fun sort of like satire in a way. And then you got something like Guardians of the Fun Space. And this is more of a, it's a fuck. That's what it is. This is more.
It's like a big old orgy.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's going to be a porno. They're going to get it on, and it's going to be called.
They're so risky.
Yeah. The real title, guys. The real title is Ant-Man in the Wasp. So that's what
Damn.
Yes, Ant-Man in the Wasp. That's actually what's been happening. The trailer.
That would be the name of the porn.
Except he'll shrink beforehand. He's literally going to go inside.
It's only the first 20 minutes of the movie, so that's going to happen there. Anyway, Ant-Man and the Wasp in general, I'm very excited for this movie. I think they definitely are probably going to up the stakes, but I think this is really the MCU movie we kind of need right now. Black Panther and Infinity War were very heavy films with some really, especially Infinity War, some very complex themes for sure. And I think this is going to be a really good palate cleanser. Very excited to see what Michelle Pfeiffer does bring to the table. Lawrence Fishburne already looks fantastic. Walton Goggins, didn't really see him in the trailer much, neither with Michelle Pfeiffer, but interested to see what they're going to do. Abby Ryder-Fortson as well looks like she is a bigger inclusion in this, which I am excited to see. But either way, I definitely am very excited for this one. I think this just looks like the definition, just a really fun summer popcorn film. That's really all I want, and I'm hoping that's exactly what it is. I think the first Ant-Man was a lot of fun, and I'm hoping that's exactly what this is as well. So, yeah. All right, Tony.
All right. All right. So, of course, just like what you gentlemen have said, I am indeed very excited for Ant-Man the Wasp, and this is definitely something we could use after Avengers Infinity War. And like you guys said, how heavy it is. So, I think it's really cool to get something like this, and it goes to show that you don't always need to be bigger to tell a compelling story. You can go more small scale, and you can still tell a compelling story while being small at the same time. I thought the first Ant-Man did a good job at that. I liked the first one quite a bit. And I hope this one could either be on the level of the first or maybe even be better than the first. So yeah, looks like they're gonna do a lot of. They're gonna really expand more from the first film. I agree with Jackson. I love how, based on the trailer, how they're gonna explore more with those disc thingies that make them like, go bigger or go smaller. Like, I like how we're gonna get more of that.
Yep.
And the trailers have done a good job not God, I can't fucking talk. Reveal a whole lot either.
Revolting a whole lot, yeah.
Yeah. So, because I still don't really know like what the whole entire story is about, and I love that. So whatever they have to throw at us, I'm very intrigued to see what they have going for it. Obviously, the cast here looks great: Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas, Evangeline Lilly, Lawrence Fishburne. You guys just said it, Michelle Pfeiffer. I look forward to see what they have to offer for his film. The action sequences look like a lot of fun. Michael Pena too, he looks like he'll be funny like in the first film.
Yep.
And yeah, just overall, I just hope it's fun. I hope it's funny. I hope it's entertaining. I hope it's just what you would come to expect in a nice little summer blockbuster. So yeah, I can't wait for this movie.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, if you are looking forward to Ant-Man and the Wasp, it does come out on July 6th. Definitely very excited for it. However, that's not the film I'm actually looking forward to the most on this day, as much as I'm looking forward to that one. My most anticipated film of the entire month actually comes out on July 6th as well, and I am extremely hyped for it, and Tony is going to introduce it.
Oh, sorry to bother you with this.
Oh, my
right
God.
here, Kevin.
No, why are you here?
Sorry to bother you.
Okay. Bitches.
Great, he's gonna unmute himself.
Right. Okay, so this got a little more interesting. So yeah, sorry to bother you.
Hello.
All right. So sorry to
Uncle
bother you.
Drew is gonna be amazing.
That was the last month.
I don't give a fuck, man. It's gonna be amazing. Fuck all of you. Well, not you, Tony. You're amazing. I love you.
Thank you.
Tony, you are God. Kevin, fuck you. Fuck you.
All right. So
yeah, Uncle Drew's gonna be amazing. I love all of you. Bye. Fuck you, Kevin.
Great.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah, if I never saw him again, it would be too soon.
Yeah.
All right. So, anyways, yeah. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, I gotta say this movie looks very interesting. It has like a whole entire social satire on like telemarketing, which I think is a very cool idea. I know I've read some early reviews on this film being very crazy and very absurd. So kind of curious how absurd it gets, but I'm definitely kind of intrigued by that. And it also looks like it could be funny too at the same time, not to mention that the cast here looks great. Like you have Lakeith Stanfield here. You also have Donald Glover here. You have Armie Hammer. Tessa Thompson, right? I don't think it's Tessa Thompson, right? Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, she plays as a love interest in the film.
Yeah, I just want to make sure. Anyways, yeah, the whole entire cast looks great here. It looks really well directed. The writing looks like it's going to be really clever. There's really not much more I could say besides that. It just looks really interesting to me, and I hope I could definitely get around to watching it.
The fuck is that face, Jackson?
I don't know.
Jesus Christ. Anyway. All right. Sorry to bother you.
Sorry, gosh.
What the fuck?
I'm sorry to bother you with my face.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Yes. Round of applause. Round of applause.
Anyway. Okay. Sorry to bother you in general. It's actually very interesting, Tony, because actually a year ago, we were right here talking about a little film called Brigsby Bear that I had no information whatsoever. I saw one trailer. I was immediately hooked. I did not watch the other trailers because I thought that trailer was enough. And this movie very much reminds me of that. I heard many people say this is like the Brigsby Bear of the year. And you guys know how much I absolutely adored that film. I know how underseen it was, but that film for me is truly one of the best of the decade. It was so weird, but it really did embrace its weirdness in that way. And this film I heard is even weirder, like weirder than the trailer even suggests it is.
Yeah,
I'm very excited about this film. I think the cast here looks really great. The cast is honestly stacked. You got Lakeith Stanfield, Armie Hammer, David Cross, Patton Oswalt, Tessa Thompson, Danny Glover. Just an incredible cast overall. One of the best, I think, ensembles of any movie really this year. And I think the concept is honestly really interesting. The idea of like this telemarketer who he has a very, he's black and he's not able to really, get much attention from people because they want to hear a more like soothing white voice. And he has to kind of like mask his voice to sound different and things like that. I think that's a very interesting thing. And there's a lot of stuff they can definitely do with that. But beyond that, I think the style of this film looks really interesting. There's a lot of things here that very much do intrigue me. And most of all, I love how little this film has kept. Like, it seems like there's a lot of things that they're really trying to keep hidden, and I'm very happy with that. I'm happy they have not released another trailer. I think one is plenty. Just watch in like a week when they're going to release another trailer, and I'm going to contradict everything I just said, but hopefully that doesn't end up happening. This film looks amazing. I'm so excited for it. Like I said, it's my most anticipated film of the entire month. I want to go into it knowing as little as possible, and I am just very excited to see how it turns out. This looks absolutely incredible, and definitely, I think, has potential to be one of my favorites of the year for sure. Jackson?
Yeah, you mentioned Brigsby Bear, and that's a good comparison. I'd also, just as far as weirdness goes, I'd throw in another one that I really liked from last year, Colossal. Obviously, different premises, but as far as direction goes, they're very unique, stylish movies. And this looks very good from what I've seen. I've only seen one trailer. It was in a theater, and it looked very funny. I think the concept on paper, you'd read it and be like, "This is stupid. No one would make this," but they made it, and it looks awesome. It's like, I guess to compare like Guardians of the Galaxy when that was made, like a lot of that on paper probably looked really stupid, but they made the movie and it was amazing. Yeah. So I'm hoping that Sorry to Bother You, when you see the whole movie, is obviously the same in that way. Like it's like consistently kind of amazing. I think it does have the potential to be like one of the best of this year too. Yeah. I'm hoping it doesn't like fall flat on its face or anything like that. Like, or if the concept just starts getting in the way of itself or something stupid like that. But overall, I'm very intrigued and it looks very original. And that's something that just on its own, it's original. It's an original film. That's something I really love.
Mm-hmm.
And it has stakes.
Yes.
Probably.
No stakes. Anyways.
No stakes in Marvel, by the way.
Oh, yeah, no stakes whatsoever. Anyway, Sorry to Bother You. Very excited for this film. It does come out July 6th. It goes wide, I believe, on July 13th. That's probably when I'm going to end up. But either way, very excited for this one. So we are looking forward to it. It does come out then. But we do have one more film to talk about. We have another amazing Netflix movie that is going to be fantastic because Netflix is just absolutely killing it as of late. And that, of course, is The Legacy of a White-Tailed Deer Hunter. All right, so this is a movie that was supposed to come out, I believe, in March. I had it on the list and everything, and then it didn't come out for some reason. And I'm actually happy that it comes out in July because it actually continues that Josh Brolin is like the MVP of the summer streak because once again, he has another film. Yes, he just did Sicario, and not only is he in this film, but he's the lead of this movie. I couldn't really, like the premise in the trailer didn't really grab me all that much, but this does have a very talented cast. Josh Brolin, Scoot McNairy, of course, Danny, I can't think of his last name right now. Danny McBride, there we go. And of course, the most I think understated actress that has not got enough attention in Hollywood. Carrie Coon is also in this movie. Very excited for that. She's probably not going to have a lot to do because she's been shortchanged in almost everything I've seen her in, but I'm hoping she has stuff to do in this movie. Again, don't really have too much to say. There were a few parts that made me chuckle here and there. It doesn't look like the worst thing ever, but knowing Netflix's track record, I'm just not very enthusiastic about it. I've become very much desensitized when it comes to Netflix films. They just come out and whatever. There's another one coming out this month that I'm much more excited for. All of us are collectively much more excited for it for sure. And yeah, that's really all I have to say about this one. But Jackson.
Yeah, the best way I summed up this trailer when I saw it, there's a theater near me. It's called The Narrow. It's very old, and they play only the indiest of films. Like I saw Isle of Dogs there. Yeah, and they play really indie trailers that look like, they range from like really dramatic and serious to like light little comedy movies that don't seem too offensive or anything. I'd say Legacy of a White-tailed Deer Hunter looks like it's in that route for me. Like, it's not. It doesn't look like a comedy that's annoying or irritating, but it doesn't look like something that's actually like genuinely like really clever or original or something like that. It just kind of looks like that middle ground of, and it's like, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to really create an entertaining movie. Josh Brolin is a great actor, but I'm not sure if he'll be able to carry this whole film. Maybe he will, but I don't know. Just the comedy is what's getting to me, because I didn't really laugh at the trailer except for like the bit at the end with the zip line.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was pretty funny. And Danny McBride is in this. I should be laughing more because he's a comedy dude.
Looks
and
like
I think
he's
writing this one, right? He wrote this one too. So yeah, like you'd think it'd be like maybe funny, or you'd think they'd really fully utilize the comedic chops they have, but it doesn't really seem like that. Definitely feels like a Netflix movie at this point though. But it can't be as amazing as Mute or The Kissing Booth or Game Over Man.
Don't forget the Titan, Jackson's favorite.
That's right. The Titan is the most memorable film.
I'm just gonna cut Tim Ramley because I'm noticing this. I need all of you to comment. What is Caden staring at?
A cup.
He's just
like Tony. He's about to scream Lady Bird.
He hasn't said a word, and I'm getting kind of concerned. So just comment down below, guys. What is Caden staring at? Hashtag what is Ginger staring at?
I have to ask, what is Caden doing here?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know. Why is he here?
I don't know.
You leave him alone. He's my friend.
You know what?
Thank you.
Fuck you guys, honestly. Anyway, Tony, what do you want to say about the film?
Okay. So I don't have a lot to say, but I will say that I actually am pretty interested in this movie. I know Netflix hasn't had the best track record, but I'm aware just because they don't have the best track record doesn't mean that all their films could be like complete dumpster like fires. And I do see potential in this movie. I did laugh a few times. Like, I agree, most of the humor didn't really necessarily land, but there were a few times where I did genuinely laugh, especially at the end. That's the one that got the biggest laugh out of me. And obviously, Josh Brolin, it's like we're getting a new movie from him like every month.
And then August finally stops the streak.
Yeah, April, Avengers Infinity War. Yep. May, Deadpool 2. June, Sicario Day of the Soldado. Now July, The Legacy of a White-tailed Deer Hunter. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm not the biggest Danny McBride fan, but he does look like he's interacting very well with Josh Brolin based on this trailer. So I definitely hope that I buy into like their interactions, and I hope there's plenty of nice little witty dialogue between the two of them. And I just hope it's a nice, simple, fun comedy. That's all I could really expect from something like this. I do see a lot of potential in it. So I could say that, yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully it's not another underwhelming product from Netflix. I hope not.
All right, so Legacy of a White-tailed Deer Hunter, like I said, it's not that it can't be good. I'm just, again, Netflix films, it really can go either way at this point. I've really just haven't been that impressed with them. When their best movie to come out this year...
Oh, and trust me, I don't blame you. Trust me.
Yeah. The only movie that I've truly loved from them, there's only been like 3 or 4 that I've genuinely loved from them this year. The rest of them have been very either just good or middle of the road. Yeah, that one was good. Don't overdick it, guys. But anyway, if you are looking forward to Legacy of White-tailed Deer Hunter, it does come out on July 6th. Definitely... I mean, I'm interested for sure. I'm hoping at least Carrie Coon has stuff to do, you know, if there's anything. But now we get to a film that a lot of you are probably looking forward to, and yeah, I'm definitely gonna disappoint you with this one. But Jackson, go ahead.
Our next film is the new Dwayne Johnson film of the summer, and that is Skyscraper. Okay. oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know I needed your permission now, Kevin Flake. My bad. It's almost as if this is your movie preview.
Oh, true.
Anyways, Skyscraper looks like a ripoff of Die Hard, just with The Rock, and his whole family is in the tower this time, and the tower is the most advanced thing you'd ever seen. So of course the stakes are up. even though we know Dwayne Johnson's going to win because it's his movie and he's producing it, and he can't die in any movie, even in Rampage, when he got shot, missed everything.
Oh, spoilers.
Do you
spoilers.
remember that? No one cares about Rampage anymore. That was like 3 months ago.
I care.
I got shot, but it missed everything, so I'm good.
I mean, I remember 2 people I really fucking hated in the movie getting eaten. That's about it.
Mhm.
I like that movie
So,
more
yeah.
than Avengers Infinity War, by the way.
Fuck you.
Well, yes, it has The Rock.
You're not here. You don't exist.
I mean, I just feel like
So,
saying
yeah.
that. I don't know why. I'm really bored right now.
I mean,
So yeah,
you know what? There we go. We're good now.
So yeah, The Rock is a great actor, quote unquote. I say great because he's not the most skilled, but he's the most entertaining. One of the most entertaining actors out there. He can carry a bad performance. What technically can be seen as a bad performance just with his charisma, right? But then maybe it'll be fun. It probably will be. It looks like it has a lot of fun action sequences with the tower. There's one bit in the trailer that I can't wait to see on screen, which is his leg, his fake leg, getting caught in the rope, and he's like dangling from the tower, and it clicks, and he looks up like, oh shit! I was like, I can't wait to see that because it looks like Dwayne Johnson actually in harm's way. But the rest of the movie, I don't know. I just hope it. I don't know what to say, man. It's just Dwayne Johnson makes a lot of guilty pleasure movies lately.
Yeah.
And it's only some of them rise up to be like legitimately like decent, like Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, which I don't see pleasure. I look at that and think that was actually a decent,
that was good
movie. And then you look at Rampage, like, well, that's just a terrible movie. That's a lot of fun for me, at least. I had a lot of fun laughing at how incompetent a lot of it was. I think Skyscraper will be a little bit more competent because what's the director? Marshall Thurber. He made Central Intelligence, and I thought that was pretty well made for a comedy. So, whatever, frick it, it'll probably be fun. I can't wait to see Neve Campbell not be in something Scream related.
Yeah, we'll have.
And that's the end of my statement. Except she was also in House of Cards with former greatest actor of the world, Kevin Spacey, who is still actually the greatest actor in the world. He did nothing wrong. He did nothing wrong at all. You're all just a bunch of hack frauds who like to criticize him for no reason. He did nothing. That's the end of my statement.
Yes.
That's all I
Anyway,
have to say about that.
as far as me with a Skyscraper, like I already alluded to, yeah, I'm really not looking forward to this at all. Rampage, that dumb fun. Like, that's my definition of just a really stupid movie that's a lot of fun and you can laugh at it. Skyscraper, on the other hand, no, this looks bad. Dwayne Johnson, he's a very likable actor. Like, you put him in anything, he's probably going to be the best thing about your movie, even if it's shit. He's actually proven himself to be a pretty good actor. Like, he's actually done really good. But just in general, this looks incredibly. Oh, Tony's back in his setting finally.
Oh, the lights are on.
Yeah.
Wow. I'm more scared by that, honestly. I don't know what he's going to do.
I don't know what's going on.
But go ahead, continue, Kevin.
Anyway, I think this movie just looks really dumb. I understand, like, they're trying to do something different with him in the prosthetic leg, but it just looks so forced. Like, oh, he lost a leg. Feel bad for him.
It kind of looks like they're just doing it for that one scene.
Yeah. This is the way we're gonna make you. This is the way we're going to make you feel this character is different from all the other characters he's playing. It's like, no, it looks stupid. Nothing about it appeals to me. Yes, I understand Neve Campbell is in it. That's cool. She hasn't done a movie in a very long time.
And she's a legit good actress.
Yeah, she is. But other than that, this just looks really bad, honestly. Every time this trailer plays, I'm just like, no. The effects look fucking awful.
Yes, they do.
Everything about them just looks so unappealing. Just the poster in general. I look at that shot and I'm like, how did that get approved? Like, seriously, how did that get approved on a first draft? Why the fuck are you here, MC Deadpool? Nobody wants you here. Oh, yeah.
Well, I
don't know who just spoke, guys. I didn't hear anything because he's kind of hidden from the broadcast. But
dang,
I didn't hear anything. He's definitely not here.
Wait, hang on. Did you hide me?
Yeah, I did. Because you were just like, you were just there, and I was like, fuck it.
Well, Kevin, you know what? I want to talk about some of these.
And that's better.
Oh, okay. I just muted him anyways.
Unhide me.
You're unhidden. I just did.
Good. Thank Jesus. That's fucking.
You can't do that.
Anyway,
Fuck
I
you.
think this looks fucking awful. I am not at all looking forward to it. Dwayne Johnson, you know, like I said, he's a good actor, but just everything about it looks like shit. And yeah, that's all I gotta say. Tony.
Alrighty. This is kind of an interesting movie to get on my birthday. Literally on my birthday.
Happy early birthday!
Oh, thank you, yay! But yeah,
Love you, Tony.
Get out,
thank
MC!
you.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
Yes, but
You know what, Tony? I love you so much, Tony, that I'm gonna send you a free supply of the cups that you were staring at, so you can really, you can really feel. I saw your connection with them, and I know. So I'm gonna get you those cups as a symbol of my gratitude for you.
Fuck up.
okay, well, thank you very much, Kevin. I
know it's a very
appreciate
rare
that.
commodity, so.
As for Skyscraper, I actually am interested in it, like for being this dumb, fun movie. I agree it looks similar to Die Hard, that's for sure. But and the visual effects, yeah, I will say those don't look the greatest. But aside from that, I do think it could be a potentially dumb, fun movie, and anything The Rock does, honestly. Oh, hey, look, there he is behind me, by the way.
Yeah, the director's previous one.
Yeah.
Anything he does, I'm always interested in. Even if it's like him maybe taking a shit, I could be interested in it for some reason.
Well, yeah.
I don't know.
That's what caused the San Andreas earthquake.
Okay.
I don't know where I was going with that. Just forget what it said.
Yeah, that's what happened to that's what happened to George, guys. He
George.
Yeah, that's really
That's why he screamed it so much, because that's when it finally exited his bowels. Yeah.
The whole movie is just honestly a depiction of constipation and what someone the various.
Are you saying it's a metaphor for constipation?
Yeah, it is. It's a metaphor.
Is it an A24 film in disguise?
The various sort of feelings that one feels when they can't squeeze it out. They're just so yeah. That's really what that movie was.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, short and sweet. I am looking forward to the movie. I can understand why there's people that aren't looking forward to it. Trust me, it's perfectly
What did I just say?
But
What did you
Kind
say?
of creep me out.
Okay. Yeah, so there. I'm looking forward to Skyscraper. Go Rock.
All right. Anyway, if you guys are looking forward to
Whoa.
oh yeah, you're here for some reason. I guess give your thoughts. You know, go ahead. You're unmuted right now.
I mean, he's not.
Okay, Jackson, you're.
You know what? That's better. Anyways, if you guys are looking forward to Skyscraper, it does come out on July 13th. Nobody has anything else to say, so we're just gonna get into the next movie.
Oh hell yeah, my most anticipated.
Yes. This is a film that I don't really know how to necessarily feel about. Tony's going to introduce it.
All right. It takes 3 summer vacations to get to Hotel Transylvania.
Wow.
Hotel Transylvania 3 summer vacations.
Sony!
Yay.
Here you.
Thank you, Kevin, for that. So, anyways, yeah, I actually really enjoy the first 2 Hotel Transylvania movies. I think they're both solid, fun, very entertaining animated movies, and I hope the same for Hotel Transylvania 3. Excuse me. The trailers haven't been like the strongest trailers, but I am still looking forward to the movie regardless, because I kind of like the fact that we have these monsters taking like a little summer vacation, and the fact that we actually have a Hotel Transylvania movie coming around the summertime is interesting to me, considering the first 2 I know were like September releases. So yeah, I hope it could be just as entertaining as the other 2. Obviously, I really enjoy following these characters. I enjoy the wacky humor, especially considering Andy Tartakovsky is involved with these movies. You can really feel his brand of humor. Animation looks really colorful and bright, and you know what? The characters move fast as you can expect, which is always what makes the animation just so interesting. And yeah, while there's not a lot to really say, I just enjoy seeing these characters for a third time, and I can definitely say I'm looking for this one a little bit more than Skyscraper, just a little bit.
Yeah, for me, Hotel Transylvania 3, I've only seen the first one. I still have yet to.
What the fuck?
Okay, I don't know what that was. We apologize for that little interference there. Similar to Hammer over here, he is testing out our sound system for the Tiger Papers. So, unfortunately, we're very sorry about this. I don't know why it's a very complex
brilliant sound design team.
Yes, it's very complex. I don't know why we need all these like people doing this stuff, but you know, we're going all out, so who cares? Anyway, Hotel Transylvania 3, like I said, I've only seen the first one, so I still have yet to see the second. I probably will do an Oh Never Fucking Seen It for that one, but this one, I'm very 50-50 with. There are some things I think actually look very funny in this trailer and actually do very much make me laugh. Adam Sandler, this is definitely one of his better roles for sure. I think he's very good in these films. I think, you know, there's a lot of really good stuff here. And then there's like the fart joke, and I'm just like, no, it keeps going on, and yeah, I don't really know how to feel about this one. I think it looks fun-ish, but as a whole, it just feels very unnecessary. And a lot of people have said this. Yes, it does very much remind me of other Adam Sandler films where he just makes it so he can go on a vacation. I know this is animated, but it very much does fit that kind of brand. This one does look like it's kind of pandering more to that brand of humor that the other ones didn't have, but we'll have to see. I mean, I think it can be fun, but I don't really know. We'll have to see how this one does go.
Yeah,
What the fuck?
Great. So yeah, I think I don't know what you heard, but I like the first one enough. Second one I think is solid. Definitely not as good as the first one. It definitely suffers from sequelitis, but I liked it enough. Third one looks like straight to DVD or straight to Netflix. Like just bottom of the barrel kind of ideas, and the fact that it takes place during a summer vacation on a cruise, and it's an Adam Sandler movie doesn't really surprise me because Adam Sandler loves his vacations. Mm-hmm. Almost every movie he makes now is taking place on a vacation, unless it's Pixels. But then again, he probably vacationed to Washington D.C. for that. So I don't know.
Andy Wexler.
I just the animation, of course, looks like vibrant and flashy, and I love that. Like I love that style. I think Gendy's great at that. But you know, it's just the whole vibe from the movie. Like there are a few jokes that I think are kind of funny, but it's not really making me more excited than I was for that first Hotel Transylvania movie. So I don't know. Maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe it'll be the surprise hit of the summer. But it just doesn't. It lacks that kind of heart that the first movie had. From what I'm seeing so far, it just kind of looks like we're trying anything at this point to make this a trilogy. So Drax has a love interest, but she's the daughter of Van Helsing or something like that. Here's your plot. It's on a cruise ship too. Don't question it. So, and it really bums me out since I'm a big fan of Sony Pictures Animation.
Yeah,
and I really adore the Emoji Movie, but they're really letting me down so far from what I'm seeing with this.
That's enough of that. Anyway, like Jackson said, it looks like a very gag after gag film. If you are looking forward to it, you actually can see it tomorrow, actually. And I say tomorrow because we're filming this on a Friday. So you can see it tomorrow for free around like 3 o'clock if you have Amazon Prime. If not, you have to wait till July 13th and you can see it then. I'm probably just going to wait to see it then. But either way, we'll just see how that one turns out. Next film, however,
quality.
Oh, yes, definitely. In Spanish, in the worst quality possible, question why it's so dark, all that good stuff. Anyway, the next film I am very excited to talk about. This is one of my most anticipated films of the month for sure, and that is 8th Grade. All right, so 8th Grade in general, I heard about this film at Sundance, and I heard a lot of people talking about how it was the best film there, and everyone was like talking about how, oh, it's going to be the next Lady Bird, it's going to be the next Boyhood. You guys know how much I adore those kind of films, and I think recently we've been getting a really large sort of onslaught of really great coming-of-age films, and 8th Grade, yeah, we haven't really gotten a film just around one grade before. We've gotten movies about kids in high school. We got movies like Lady Bird about someone who's in like private school, but not one just surrounding one grade. And not just one grade, it's surrounded around the last week of 8th grade. And yeah, that's a very interesting subject. There's a lot of stuff you can do with that. It's one of the most awkward times, I think, for any individual. And this film looks like it's going to tackle that in spades, honestly. Elsie Fisher, I think, looks really great here. The humor looks very on point, especially when they're watching that clip of the puberty video, and you can see them trying to pander to the 8th graders, but it just comes off as really cringy. Yeah, that's definitely very similar to how it works in high school, where so many adults will try to add all these like colloquialisms and things like that, and it just fails miserably. This film definitely has it down very well, but it also looks like it has that heart down very well, where you can see this is someone who, no, she's not the most popular girl, and she doesn't have the greatest friends, and she is kind of an introvert, but she also has a YouTube channel, and she tries to get a lot of, you know, followers from that. I mean, this film just looks really great. I am very excited for this. Similar to Sorry to Bother You, this just screams like top 10 of the year for me. I am so hyped for this film. I don't know exactly when it's going to come out, why, but this is a film that every time I see that trailer, I'm like, I just immediately. It's so great, and I am absolutely hyped for it. What do you want?
Wait, what date are you talking about this for? What date?
July 13th.
It comes out.
It comes on July 13th in limited.
So why July 20th?
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
It comes out July 13th. Limited release. We'll get to that a little bit later. But anyways, we're going to turn over to Jackson here to see what he has to say before this ginger interrupts me again.
This was a movie this summer. I was just trying to tell you.
We'll talk.
Cool. Yeah. You mentioned some films, Boyhood, Lady Bird. I'm not the biggest fans of either of them. Sorry, I don't hate them. I'm not some pretentious asshole who's just gonna hate them because they don't think it represents life well.
True.
But
I mean, we definitely don't
watch this
like that who talks in like a Brooklyn accent or whatever.
Right. I watched this trailer though, and it looks phenomenal. From what they're showing with this trailer, the dialogue seems very, very real. Like disturbingly kind of real. Like I watched this trailer and it's like I feel like I've actually lived this before, and I can't say that about like those other films you mentioned, like with Boyhood and Lady Bird. Like, yeah, they feel like they got it for the most part, but it just kind of lacks that certain something. This one, it feels like they've actually really captured that feeling that someone would actually have. And this movie, like, I didn't know about this movie beforehand. I just saw the trailer today, but when I watched it, like I felt a little something, you know, deep in here, I think my heart, and all of a sudden it just elevated to become one of my most anticipated of the year. And the fact that this girl has a YouTube channel, that's another chord with me too. It's like, what the heck? So yeah, so this went from a movie I didn't know about and maybe could have cared less about to one of my most anticipated for not just this month, but for like the rest of the year. And I can't wait. Like, genuinely super excited for this movie.
All right, Tony.
All right. Yeah, pretty much agree with you guys. I think it looks like a really interesting, like, little coming of age story. I've heard a lot about this movie. I've heard some really great reviews from like the film festivals. And yeah, I agree. 8th grade's a very awkward time. Obviously, we've all been in 8th grade at least once in our lives, and I think all of us in some ways could kind of relate what that's been like, especially when you're like getting ready to head to the high school world. So just by watching this trailer, I could already relate to this girl that we're following in the movie, and it is scary too. Like from the way the movie's portraying it, it does look really scary. You're really getting to the mindset of how she's truly feeling. As like you guys said, we're following like the last week of 8th grade, from what I understand. So yeah, it looks excuse me, it looks really interesting. The writing looks really good. The direction looks really really good here too. And I'm definitely looking forward to it for sure.
All right. So I hit him before, but, you know, this is his most anticipated film of the entire summer. So the floor is all yours. Unmute yourself. Go ahead, Caden. You can talk about this one.
Why was I muted, first of all? I haven't said a single word.
Something you said pissed me off. I don't remember what it was.
Because I was helping you know when it comes out wide. You are one salty ass bitch. Yes, the Fumble has just been filmed this summer. Looks fucking fantastic. I think it looks very, very dramatic. I don't know. It just seems like that it has a good understanding of the awkwardness of like 8th grade, and it's going to contrast with insecurities that like some kids may have, and like the problems they may go through at like home and stuff, and how that goes through like school life and just all this stuff, and it just looks like it's going to cover every issue very thoroughly. It looks like it's going to be like an entertaining film added, and it's one that's going to engage you, and I'm just really looking forward to it. It looks really well produced, and yep.
All right, so 8th grade, like I said, absolutely hyped for this film. If you are looking forward, it does come out in limited on July 13th. Why? Thank you on July 20th. I actually didn't know that, so thank you for that.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Very excited to see how this one does turn out. And now we get to a film that literally I don't think anybody cares about, but I figured we'd talk about it regardless, and Jackson's going to introduce it.
Thanks for giving me the one that no one, including myself, cares about. This is the latest Keanu Reeves hit, Siberia.
Oh, I care.
Damn. You're the one fan. So Siberia is an American diamond merchant travels to Russia to sell rare blue diamonds of questionable origin. As the deal begins to collapse, he falls into an obsessive relationship with a Russian cafe owner in a small Siberian town. As their passion builds, so does the treacherous world of the diamond trade, from which he is unable to extricate himself. Both collide as the American man desperately looks for escape in a world with no exit. I read the IMDb synopsis because the trailer was boring and I forgot about it 5 minutes after I watched it. I think Keanu Reeves is in doing action stuff, maybe. I don't know. I forgot. It looks like a movie. You know what? Actually, do you know what vibe I got, Kevin? It's similar to another film we watched on Rabbit. Me, you, and Adam Haskell. Do you remember which one?
Was it? There's a lot of movies we watched.
It's Dark and/or True Crimes.
Oh yeah, that was great.
I kind of got that vibe watching this trailer. Like, it feels like the kind of movie that you watch, but you kind of zone out so much throughout, so that when it gets to the end, you're like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Great job, Keanu. Can't wait for John Wick 3, because it's clearly going to be much better than whatever this thing is. I don't know. I forgot what the trailer was about, so fuck it.
Yeah, I initially put this on the list because I saw Keanu Reeves. I saw it was coming out, and I'm like, you know what? This is probably good. It looks mediocre as hell. I said this to Jackson. This literally looks like John Wick, but like if John Wick was Indiana Jones. Like, that's basically what this is. He's tracking down like diamonds, whatever. I could give less of a fuck. Dark Crimes I'll talk about at some point when I do like the catch-up reviews or whatever. It looks whatever. I don't really care about it. And yeah, next movie.
Yeah, I gotta be on the same boat with you guys.
Good.
Hey, well, you know what, Jackson? No, I'm just joking. Yeah, I didn't even know about this movie until literally today, Uncle Drew Day, June 29th. I woke up. I was going through Facebook. I saw the poster for Siberia. I'm like, okay, cool, new Keanu Reeves movie. I'm always down because, I support my boy Keanu Reeves. And then I watched the trailer. I'm all like, well, that's unfortunate. I mean, let me put it this way. I'm looking forward to a romantic comedy movie he has with Winona Ryder more than this movie.
That looks interesting, at least.
Yeah. I actually do want to see that one, unlike this one, unfortunately.
I think I know which one. I don't. What is that movie?
It's
something about
Destination Wedding. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen the trailer for that. But yeah, either way, Siberia. No one really cares about this movie. It's coming out. Well, we do got one fan here, Andrew Hayes. He's gonna be the only person in the audience. He's just gonna show up, and nobody else is gonna be there. And he's gonna be the one applauding and cheering Keanu Reeves on in every single scene. But unless you're Andrew Hayes, then you don't care about this movie. You'll probably see it as like a 99-cent rental on iTunes or in the Blu-ray thing at Best Buy. Oh, it's the person that nobody can hear right now. So I'm gonna unhide you right now.
Fuck off, Tony.
But yeah, just not much to say about Siberia overall. The next movie, however, I actually do have a lot to say about. I don't know about these guys, but I'm very excited for it, and Tony's going to introduce it.
All right. Don't worry, Kevin. He won't get too far on foot, my friend.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, the movie is Don't Worry, He Won't Get Far on Foot. Alrighty. This movie is from the director of Good Will Hunting, and I love Good Will Hunting, and I love the cast too. I love Joaquin Phoenix, Jonah Hill, Rooney Mara, and Jack Black. There's not a whole lot I have to say about this one, but I am intrigued about the storyline, and I really like what the trailers have had to showcase. It looks very well directed. I'm not sure where they're gonna go with the story, which is good. I always don't know where they're gonna take the story, and yeah, that's all I can really say. I'm very interested in this. Great cast, great director. Sign me up.
All right. So I saw the trailer for this only once, and that was when I saw my favorite film of the year so far, You Were Never Really Here. Coincidentally, this film also stars Joaquin Phoenix, and I'd say that's a good sign for the most part. This film looks incredible. I really do love the premise of this movie. It's this guy, he's like in a wheelchair, and he has a hard way of communicating, he's a hard way of communicating and things like that. So he starts he's on the path to he's trying to get to I don't know how to pronounce that word, Cybrarity. And he ends up injuring his hands, and he has to find a new way to draw art and things like that. This looks just really interesting overall. You got a really great caster, Jonah Hill, who looks completely unrecognizable in this movie. Jack Black, Rooney Mara, really great cast overall. Very excited to see how this one does turn out. Heard really great things about it, and like Tony, I don't have a lot to say, but that's because the trailer was so minimal. But it's one of those trailers that was so minimal but so effective at the same time. I thought especially the song they chose in the trailer, John Lennon's "Isolation."
Yes, yeah.
Just blended perfectly with the mood and tone of the trailer overall. So I'm very excited for this film. Definitely one of my most anticipated of the month. And hopefully this is another really great Phoenix performance that people actually see, because I've had no one to talk about You Were Never Really Here with, and I really hope that changes soon. Go see that film if you haven't.
It's because, Kevin, you were never really...
Yeah, whatever. Coincidentally, Coincidentally, Tony was actually here when we talked about that movie. Go see that movie. It's probably better than most of the films on this list. Either way, Jack.
Probably better than most of Tony's puns.
Yeah, don't worry. You won't get. Oh. Okay.
Minus these.
Hey, Kevin.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Well, maybe we could talk about You Were Never Really Here at some point. So, I don't know.
Wait,
I don't know.
Great input.
I'm so tired.
Then go to bed.
I don't know. I just wanted to say something. So.
Right, so don't get far. Don't worry, you won't get far on foot. Looks very good, Gus Van Sant. I think he's a really talented director. No.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Sorry, I'll tell him after.
Don't worry, I won't get far into this thing before getting interrupted again. Looks very good. Joaquin Phoenix. I think he's a fantastic actor. So seeing him now being in a role like this, I can't wait to see how he pulls that off. Can't wait to see what they do with his character, because obviously it's a very traumatic thing what happens to him. And I think that they have a lot of great potential to make it great. Jonah Hill, I also can't wait to see, because he looks very thin, looks very healthy. He's got a great beard, luscious locks. So I can't wait to see how he and Joaquin interact with each other. And Jack Black doing a movie that isn't Jumanji or the Kung Fu Panda. So that's very interesting, because I didn't see his other drama movie Bernie, but I assume he was very good in it. I didn't see that one either, but I assume I assume he can be very good at drama films, and I can't wait to see what he does in this.
Best work I've ever seen from him.
That's why I want to see it, because it looked very good, and he looked good in it. So yeah, similar to you guys, it's not much to really talk about because it is a simple trailer, but it looks very good, and I can't wait to see it. July the 13th.
Yeah. So don't worry, he won't get far on foot. Definitely very excited for this one. Like I said, if you are looking forward, it does come out on July 13th. And we got one more movie coming out on July 13th that I don't really think anyone really cares about that much. And that
I totally care about this one.
And that is The Post. Oh, wait, it's Spotlight. Oh, wait, it's called actually Shock and Awe. All right, so like I alluded to, yeah, this entire film is just a ripoff of Spotlight and The Post, basically. There's really nothing that different about it. You got a good cast here overall, Woody Harrelson, Tommy Lee Jones, but this just did absolutely nothing for me. I thought that it was just so mediocre. The joke at the end fell so flat. Actually, there was a joke I laughed at, and that was the ending of that's when they showed the title of the movie, and they went on to say shock and awe like 3 times. That was great. Absolutely love that. But other than that, this looks like the definition of just a mediocre film. I'm going to rent it on VOD. We're probably going to watch it on Rabbit, and I'm going to forget it instantly. So that's all I want to say.
It's one of those movies. Yeah, so I was in shock and awe while watching this trailer because it just looked like it looked like just a much lame version of The Post. And you mentioned Spotlight too. So, and yeah, just like a combination of both. These reporters got to find out the story, and it's about the war in Iraq. It's also from the director of that movie LBJ. Right?
Oh yeah, Rob Reiner. Yeah,
not LGBT. It's LBJ, right? Lyndon.
Yeah.
Yes, which I also assume was a very forgettable, lame movie since I don't remember anyone talking about it. Am I correct?
It had like a 6% on Rotten Tomatoes from all I remember. That's it.
Okay, so perfect. Yeah, this looks like a movie I may not even see. Like I try to see as many movies as I can, but if I never get around to seeing this, I don't think I'll cry about it because it just
Can you stop eating me?
Who cares? It's just that the performances are probably going to be good. The comedy it felt really forced at the end there with the whole. Is one of your sources in this room? No, but it was really fun seeing you guys squirm for a second, huh? I always think it's a bad sign when characters laugh at jokes in the movie. So when I heard Woody Harrelson start to laugh, I was like, motherfucker, you did it. You just did it. This movie is guaranteed going to be forgettable now, just because of that one laugh.
Well, you know what, Jackson? Now that you said you're not going to watch it, I'm going to force you to watch it on Rabbit with me.
I mean, yeah, I'll watch it, but it's just... I don't care to, but maybe it'll surprise me. Maybe it will be. Maybe it'll be better than The Post. Maybe it'll be this year's Spotlight, where it's.
Will it be better than The Titan?
Maybe, but I don't know. Maybe this should go to Netflix. It might be the best Netflix movie we've ever seen.
Yeah, we'll see.
So I don't know. Thank you,
Tony. All right. So yeah, I agree. This movie does not look good. It looks just as boring as, in my opinion, The Post. Because I was not a fan of The Post. I thought The Post was boring. I thought it was just lame. It had some interesting scenes, but it's just one of those movies I forgot. I'm not kidding you. The minute I walked out of the theater, I forgot 70% of that movie, honestly.
That's okay.
And shocking, unfortunately for me, it looks like that. Despite the fact that you have a great cast like Woody Harrelson, James Marsden, Tom Lee Jones,
Mila Jovovich, the best actress working.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. 10 out of 10 actress. Yeah, and then obviously Rob Reiner, he's done some great work in the past, but it just seems like lately he's just been directing a lot of movies that not a lot of people have been watching.
Correct.
So yeah, and I agree that gag at the end, what the hell? Yeah, that did not land at all. So yeah, it's like what these guys say. There's not really a whole lot to say. Just looks pretty stale, and that's it.
All right, so shock and awe, if you are of the majority that's looking forward to it, it does come out on July 13th. I wouldn't be surprised if many people are like, what the fuck is this movie? Now we get to another film that Jackson, I know, is once again very excited to introduce for sure.
Oh, yes. This is a guaranteed hit. This is The Equalizer Dos 2. It means Dos is Spanish for two. So what I was saying was The Equalizer 2.
I forgot this movie even exists, honestly.
So I can't wait for this film as a big fan of the first one, which I never saw. So, having said that, I'm watching this trailer and I don't know what this character is. I don't know what he does because I forgot the trailers for the first Equalizer and I never saw it. I probably will before Equalizer 2 comes out. Because the Equalizer 2 comes out on my birthday, so I can't wait for that. Yeah, I mean, they're going to see this or the other movie we're going to mention.
Happy early birthday.
Yes, thank you. But yeah, Denzel looks great. Like I saw a new trailer before Sicario 2, and he tells a great joke, and I was laughing my ass off. It's one of the funniest things I've ever heard. It's like he busts into a room, and a bunch of guys are like, who are you? It's like, I'm your daddy. Your mama just never told you, or something like that. And I was like, God damn it, that's amazing. I love that. So yeah, like it looks like it can be a really fun, entertaining action movie. Antoine Fuqua, who's a very talented filmmaker who did the first one, which I never saw. He's back, so that's very good. It's a good sign sometimes when directors from the previous movie come back. Sometimes you get a Kingsman 2, but sometimes you get another film that was very good for a second installment.
A Deadpool 2?
Terminator 2. There you go. So yeah, or
I was gonna say
The Dark
Deadpool
Knight.
2.
Perfect. No, that director did not come back.
Oh yeah, true.
But anyways, yes, The Equalizer 2 looks like it's really fun. I don't know what to think about the story because I didn't know anything about the first movie story. I don't know if it's dumb. I don't know. But it looks fun, and that's cool. I like fun. I love being entertained by action. In fact, all of my entire top 10, yes, my entire top 10 of the previous 15 years has been nothing but action movies that have entertained me with face value.
Yes.
Go ahead, Kevin Flake.
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
I'm reading
guys,
your name on the chat.
That Transformers isn't as bad as Lady Bird. Just remember that.
Right, and it's much better than that and Blade Runner 2049.
All right, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do something real quick before I talk about this movie. All right, so if you guys look over here, yeah, I haven't seen the first one either, but I do have it on Blu-ray. So you guys know what that means. There's definitely going to be a Own It Never Fucking Seen It for this one, and not just any Own It Never Fucking Seen It. As Jackson alluded to, he hasn't seen either, and I figured, hey, it's his birthday week, so why don't we've never done a collab review. Let's rectify that right now, and we're gonna review this one. So very excited to do that for sure.
Kevin, you never told me about this.
He's doing a very good job being in shock. It's not like I've talked to him about this before or anything.
No, this is the first time you're bringing this up, actually.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I can attest to this.
Yes. Anyway,
right. You can attest to
Equalizer 2. Like Jackson, I think it looks like a fun movie. It looks like a fun B movie action thriller. That's really all it is. I thought the new trailer was actually really good. I really enjoyed it. I think they definitely should not have spoiled what they spoil in the trailer for sure. They definitely showed way too much. I don't think I saw it, but yeah, there's a certain death in a trailer that they definitely should not have shown. And I was kind of pissed about that. But again, I don't know these characters. I don't know the series. I don't know what the hell's going on. What happened to Chloe Grace Moretz? Did she die? Did she not? I have no idea. I know she's not in this
that's
movie.
right. She was in the first one.
I know that Light is now replacing her. She's a really good actor. Bill Pullman, Melissa Leo, good cast overall. Nothing else to say. Tony, please say something because I have literally nothing to say about this
Brain
movie.
on Fire.
Oh yeah, that was a great movie. Expect Jackson of the Equalizer sometime next month because that's definitely going to happen. Tony, go ahead.
God damn, this peanut butter chocolate chip cookie tastes fucking good.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
So, The Equalizer 2, I know Jackson, Kevin haven't seen it. I actually did see the first film in theaters, and I've rewatched it a few more times since. It's very rewatchable, in my opinion. I like the first film a lot. I thought it had a very interesting story. I thought Antoine Fuqua did a really good job directing it, and Denzel Washington, he kicked so much ass with that movie. And it's definitely violent too, which is, there's a reason it is rated R, but this one looks like it'll continue that and show us more of the badass Denzel that I really liked in the first film. And of course, the fact that Antoine Fuqua is coming back is really good. And the fact that this is the first sequel that Denzel Washington has ever done in his career, that's also very interesting too.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool.
He hasn't really had a franchise until now. This is like his first franchise now.
He hasn't done Fences 2 yet?
Oh no, not yet. But I think that's in development.
Where's Training Day 2? Is that going to happen?
Yeah, where's that one?
Yeah. I think he'll work on that one after Equalizer.
Where's
Tony, but where's Magnificent 7 2? Where's that?
Oh no, they all died except for 3. So they can't make another.
I didn't see that movie.
Oh my bad.
Jackson.
Oh yeah, so Denzel lives at the end, but two other characters live also that you don't care about.
Jackson.
Wait.
Ethan Hawke, Chris Pratt,
before the argument continues,
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Okay, I'm looking forward to the movie. There, you guys have your argument.
Jackson died in Magnificent 7.
I figure. Okay, it's been 2 years, man. I'm sorry.
It's not that good of a movie. You're not missing much.
It's very fun near the end, but yeah, it's not like amazing or anything. But so yeah, Chris Pratt dies.
I got it for Chris.
You died.
I watched it,
and so does Vincent D'Onofrio,
and
Ethan Hawke, and Byung-Hun Lee. Literally, the only ones that live are an Indian guy, a Mexican thief, and Denzel. Literally, only 3.
I didn't hear any of that, thankfully. Anyway.
You did, actually. You only muted me after that, so...
No, but I muted my computer, so we're good.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry.
So you didn't hear the part when I said that Chris Pratt dies in the movie?
Well, Kevin, I'm sorry that you're not magnificent.
Oh,
that's not... No,
that was...
That wasn't that. You didn't say the full title, so it doesn't help.
Yeah, Gary, that was really bad.
Yeah,
it's not as bad as Danny Z, though.
That was very cringeworthy.
I mean, not much
What's
else.
the next one?
I mean, anyway.
You know, all of you except Tony are cringeworthy, okay?
What's the next one?
Gary, can I talk? Please, can I talk?
Yeah.
If you are looking forward to The Equalizer 2, and you don't want Jackson to spoil this movie for you, you should probably get your asses to the theater and see it on July 20th, because it's his birthday, and he's going to spoil the movie for you if you don't. He'll literally friend you on Facebook and just message you spoilers. And that's all that's going to happen. That's the only reason he'll friend you on Facebook. If you see a request from Jackson Fulcher, just deny it immediately. He's just going to send you all these kinds of spoilers, and you're fucked. So, yeah, anyway.
Great PSA, man.
Liam Neeson appears at the end of Equalizer 2.
Shut the fuck up!
He's still the taken.
Anyway,
never lied, Tony.
Interesting because the movie we just talked about, 2 of us haven't seen, and the next one we're going to talk about, 2 of us haven't seen, one of us, the 2 of us has seen, and one of us hasn't seen. And Tony is going to introduce this very necessary sequel.
Here we go again, Kevin.
Oh, God.
Oh no, Tony!
Mamma Mia!
If you guys could figure out, Mamma Mia, here we go again.
Oh yeah, not like just Andrew saying the theme song or anything.
Spoiler alert: Pierce Brosnan sucks.
Yes.
Not as bad as Gerard though.
No, he's worse.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay, so yeah, it's kind of funny. I didn't even think about that, Kevin. That's actually very interesting. So it's kind of reversed this time around. Jackson and Kevin have seen Mamma Mia, the first one. I actually haven't seen it. I've seen clips of it on YouTube, even the Pierce Brosnan singing moments. So I am aware of his singing. It is not good. But aside from that, I do hope I like the movie. Hopefully, I do think the first one is good aside from that. But yeah, I don't have an opinion on the first movie. But as far as the sequel goes, I do like the idea of like a little prequel. Obviously, is it necessary? No, we definitely don't need it. But I am interested nonetheless. Obviously, we have pretty much everyone from the original back here. Amanda Seyfried, Meryl Streep, probably not as big from what I'm aware of though. But yeah, you have the cast here, and they all look really great. Obviously, you have the addition of Lily James as like a young Meryl Streep. So I'm really interested to see that part. And the songs look like they could be a lot of fun too. Like I said, I haven't seen the first, so I feel like I don't have much to add here. But I am actually looking forward to the sequel, despite the fact I haven't seen the first. And I know the first is on Netflix, so Maybe when me and Kevin decide to ever rewatch the first one, yeah, that should be fun.
Well, Tony, you just spoiled what I was about to get to, because similar to Jackson here, hasn't seen The Equalizer. I have seen this movie. It's actually one of my biggest guilty pleasures ever. I fully acknowledge this is not a good movie. It's really dumb. The plot is one of the dumbest things ever, but I just can't help but enjoy it. I'm sorry. It's the musical.
Hey, nothing wrong with that.
The musical person. I think it's a fun, stupid movie. I think there's a lot of really entertaining musical numbers. Meryl Streep, I think, is really good in the film. Everyone else is kind of whatever. There are some, like I said, there are some really entertaining moments. And like Tony was alluding to, he has not seen it. And yes, very similar to Jackson and I, we are going to collab on this first one for a review. I have not.
Oh, are you and Tony?
Yeah. I have not.
Okay, I was concerned. Like, you didn't tell me about that one.
No.
Like, you legit didn't tell me about that one.
I was saying similar to Jackson and I. Tony and I will be reviewing the first one on my channel. I'm very excited to see how he feels about the one. I'm excited to see if it resonates with me as well as it did many years ago. You guys have to remember, I haven't seen it in a very long time. This one, on the other hand, yeah, that's a different story. This movie looks fucking awful. Everything about it looks unnecessary. Just the fact that, at least from the trailer, it looks like they're going to kill off Meryl Streep's character, I think is completely absurd. I think it completely ruins everything the first movie was going for, considering the first movie was basically about her. And I mean, they keep saying, like, your mother was. We haven't seen her in the trailer or anything. She's billed as and Meryl Streep. So if she's going to be in this movie, it's probably like flashback footage or something. But yeah, this looks.
Unless somehow she's out of town. That's the only.
But why would they? If that was the case, why would they say your mother was? Your mother was. Your mother was.
That's true.
She's out of town.
Like, that's.
She's out of town.
Who knew that Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again,
she's
the
not
most
dead.
complicated film of the year?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It already looks like a very unbalanced movie. Like, it can't decide if it's a sequel or a prequel. The tones look incredibly jarring. The guys they got to play, like, the younger versions of, like, Pierce Brosnan, Stellan Skarsgård, and Colin Firth look nothing like their older counterparts. They do not look like that at all. They've already ruined things from the first movie. There's a lot of stuff I can get into. We'll see how it turns out. It looks awful. Really like Lily James. I don't know why she's in this, honestly. I think she's a way more talented actress than this movie suggests. Amanda Seyfried, I really like. I think Amanda Seyfried. I'm sorry, Tony. I know you always correct me with that. I'm sorry.
Hey, not as much as you do, bitch. But continue.
Anyway, we'll see how this turns out. I think this looks awful. Hopefully it's good. Hopefully it surprises me, but there's like a very slim chance in that happening. I think this.
Even though he told me on Skype he's looking forward to it, just saying.
Well, I've become very against it since I saw the next trailer.
Is that another lie?
No, it's not.
Yes.
But yeah, this looks really bad. I think there's a slim chance it could possibly be good, but I know I say this a lot, but this really looks like one of the most unnecessary sequels I have seen in quite a while. Just everything about this looks awful to me. But Jackson.
Let me give you guys a little story, okay?
Ooh,
story time. So I participate in theater for my high school, correct? And there's a lot of mystery surrounding what the musical is going to be for next year. And there was a rumor floating around that it was going to be Mamma Mia. Now, that didn't turn out to be true. However, when the rumor got to me, when I heard it, I literally audibly said, "Oh fuck no," because I've been thoroughly irritated by the first Mamma Mia. I don't think that's a good movie. Maybe I'm in the minority on that, but I don't even think.
No,
like, sure, the songs are catchy in the moment, but I don't really remember them afterwards. I don't really care for any of these characters. I think they're all too sappy. But, you know, I'll give them credit. This is one of the first movies I've ever seen to have three dads get involved in a romantic relationship together, as they have stayed on this island for several years together. So that's very brave and risky and bold of them to do, and I think it's very progressive of them. I hope they sing again in terrible voices, but yeah, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. I'm not looking forward to it. It looks exactly the same. Lily James, I'm interested in because I think she's a rising talent and she's great or whatever. and maybe she'll capture Meryl Streep very well. I don't care though. That's the thing. I don't care. I don't care about this prequel. It looks very unnecessary. I just Cher's in it, and she's gonna fall in love with Andy Garcia after singing an ABBA song.
Oh yeah. I forgot to talk about
ABBA.
Oh yeah.
We gotta talk about Andy Garcia, who always sounds like this now.
Yeah, the only reason that he's in this movie is so they can name a character Fernando, so she can sing the song Fernando. That's literally the only fucking reason he's here.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I hate Mamma Mia, and I cannot wait to not see Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again on my birthday, July 12th.
Yeah,
and it's coming on the 11th anniversary of Hairspray, which is a musical. Fun fact.
Fucking love that one.
A good musical.
A great musical.
Tony, what the fuck was
Anyway, speaking of musicals,
Wait, what, Kaden?
does have a legit reason for being here. I told him he could come back to just shit on this movie because he absolutely loved the first one, and he's been so enthusiastic to talk about this one. So go ahead, good sir.
Jackson, you better not fucking mute me, you son of a bitch. Same goes to you, Kevin. Yeah, this movie looks like shit. It does. Yeah, 10 years in the making, so fucking unnecessary. The cast, what the fuck are you doing? This movie is fucking awful. Look, I have a mixed bag with musicals. There's some I like, some I don't.
Last 5 years is
His opinion
okay.
is.
It's an okay movie. It's an okay.
Except it's not okay.
The first moment is
I didn't want to hear you say the movie was shit.
yeah,
That was coming.
the first Mamma Mia is like it was one of my worst films of that year. Sorry, Kevin. But it's really bad, and I can't take another round of Pierce Brosnan singing.
Yeah!
So
They better bring it back, boy.
Where are those happy days? They seem so hard to find.
I swear to God,
When
if
you
he sings,
That's my favorite part.
if he sings in this goddamn movie, man, I'm gonna shoot myself in the head.
Sounds like he's about to fucking when you don't.
Honestly, he makes Gerard Butler look like freaking. And man, what are you doing with your career? Why are you not with Ted? All right, why, Amanda Seyfried? What the fuck are you doing with your career? Meryl Streep, she's gonna die. Who cares?
First 5 minutes, she's dead.
Yeah.
Bet.
And Lily Jane's coming off a Baby Driver, and now you're
There
doing
we
this.
go. That's the end of her.
Yeah, and Lily Jane's coming off a Baby Driver. Yeah, nice career move. Yeah, this movie's like shit. It's my least anticipated of this entire month.
You said most, though.
And
you just said most, and you corrected
I
yourself.
said least.
So do you mean that this is actually your most
Wait,
anticipated?
are you hiding
you were
something,
just
Harry? Have you been lying
Is this
to
a
us this
lie?
entire time?
There.
Muting me
Both of
will
y'all
not.
fuck
Muting me doesn't correct your.
movie.
Yeah,
So
this
yes, it
movie
is his most
shit.
anticipated.
Yes,
This movie
right.
looks like shit. Thank you, Andrew. This movie looks like shit. Fuck the first Mamma Mia. Fuck this movie. Yeah. I'm gonna go die.
So it's his most. By dying means he's going to watch the trailer again.
Yes.
He's going to
Anyway,
listen to ABBA now.
all I was gonna say is, I remember in the
It's gonna-
first Mamma Mia when she meets the three dads and she falls off the barn, and it's supposed to be really funny. Yeah, in this movie that's gonna happen, but she's gonna fall off the balcony and she's gonna die. There you go.
Good
That's
idea.
what's gonna happen.
That's what's going to happen.
Very
She's gonna
excited.
break her neck. That's what's gonna happen.
Yes. I mean, Gary, that's what happens when you fall off the balcony. I don't know if you know that, but
Or she could step outside of her house and someone shoots her through the head.
yeah.
That's also very appropriate for a musical.
Yeah. They're
Okay, also, by the way, also, Kevin, one more thing to say. I got one more thing to say, Kevin.
What do
The
you-
last 5 years is not a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, just get rid of him.
Anyway,
Isn't the point of these movie previews to say our own opinions?
you can go now, Gary.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're looking forward to, it does come out on July 20th. Most people I've talked to are absolutely.
No.
We'll have to see how it does turn out. Like I said, I enjoyed the first one, but I haven't seen it in a while. You guys will get my review of that, and I'll give my opinion out when we get there. But yeah, I think this looks pretty awful. But now we get to another film that was never coming out in the States. And then like a month ago, randomly a trailer dropped and they said this was coming out on July 20th. And that is a sequel to a film that I love that everyone else hates. That is Unfriended Dark Web.
Unfriended is pretty good.
All right, thank you. Unfriended Dark Web. Like I said, I know I'm in the minority. I really am. But I really loved the first Unfriended. I think it was a very well done film. I thought it did a very good job. Fuck off, Jackson. I thought, what?
Tony.
Oh yeah, true. He loved it.
Tony.
Yeah. I think it did.
Oh hey, you remember? Thank you.
I think it did a very good job of showing problems with like bullying and things like that. I thought Shelley Hennig was fantastic in the film, and and I thought it really did a good job with not feeling like a gimmicky film. Like it actually did feel very intense, and you felt like you really were watching like a conversation on a computer screen. Again, I know I'm in the minority, but I personally really enjoyed it. I thought it was very well done. This one, on the other hand, I'm very 50-50 with, because I think there's a lot of interesting ideas in this movie. That this kid, he gets like all these, like someone hacks into his computer, they're sending him all these links, and it's a cool idea overall. The problem is they showed basically the entire movie in the trailer. Like, we know this is how this character's going to die. That's how this character's going to die. And sure, they did that in the first movie as well, but this one looks like it's even worse. They literally show like almost all the deaths in the trailer and things like that. There's a lot of things I really wish I didn't know. I guess especially the whole thing with like the mom. Like I really wish they would have kept that hidden. Like I said, I think it could be good. I've actually heard some really good about it from like Sundance and things like that. But just in general, I think it's kind of coming out of nowhere. I think Unfriended works as a standalone movie. I don't really think we need to make it into a franchise. But these days, everything needs to be a franchise for some reason. And this just looks kind of whatever. Don't really have many thoughts about it. And yeah, I mean, again, I do like the talent behind it. Betty Gabriel is a very talented actress, but I don't really have much else to say. And yeah, Jackson.
Okay, so the first Unfriended, I think is pretty bad. I don't hate it. There's some things I like, but the thing that really killed it for me was just the characters. You know, I think they all just fucking sucked, and not in a like, oh, they're so bad, but they're so well written and investing. Like, no, they're just a bunch of annoying assholes. So I don't want to watch this movie about them, but I am. So whatever. And Laura Barnes isn't even like, I want to root for this ghost, because she also seemed like a bitch in those videos. So I can't root for anything in this movie. So then we have Unfriended Dark Web, right? And so far it looks like these are actual, maybe good people on Skype that are actually having a good time, and then some evil attacks them. So that's maybe that's why I'm looking forward to Unfriended Dark Web a little bit more, because the characters, at least this time from what they're showing, they seem more followable. And I like the concept, because it's not Laura Barnes again. It's not a stupid ghost. It's just a bunch of guys with these creepy videos. This movie, with the trailer, it looked like an unofficial sequel to The Den, which is a horror found footage movie on Netflix, which has a very similar story, and that has me interested, because The Den, I think, is a pretty underappreciated movie. I don't love it or anything, but it's good. It's better than the first Unfriended. So Unfriended Dark Web, I don't know. They spoiled the trailer in the first Unfriended, so I don't care about them spoiling anything in Dark Web anyway. So I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, but if it ends up bad like the first one, I don't really care, because it's just always bad. It's always bad.
All right.
It's just a bad movie. It's a bad movie. Sorry.
Alrighty, so Kevin, I just want to say I respect your opinion on Unfriended. Right. Even though you talk shit about me with Anomalisa and Mad Max and others, but that's a different story. But
it's a great movie.
But anyways, yeah, I hated the first Unfriended. I thought that movie was terrible, and I agree with Jackson. It's because the characters are just so lackluster. Like, what is there to really like about the characters in the first film, honestly? Like, I remember it had like maybe 2-3 moments where I'm like, oh, this is a little intense, and that's like it goes nowhere. And
then it wasn't.
So, yeah. So, yeah. So, yeah. You know, obviously, good for anyone that dug the first. I just wasn't one of them. But this one, for me, I will say looks better, but in a more unintentionally funny way. Because I was surprisingly laughing at some of the stuff that happened. Like, it was so funny. First time I saw it was when I went to go see Upgrade, actually. That's the first time I saw a trailer. And I thought it was so funny that I had to show our good friend, FilmFan0599, because I was on Skype with him. He hadn't seen the trailer yet. So I got to watch him react to the trailer, and he couldn't stop laughing. Like, he was dying. So, yeah, it does look better than the first, but for all the wrong reasons. If it becomes like an actual good movie, that would be awesome, because I do think there is some potential for there to be better, and hopefully the characters can be better. But yeah, I would say I am kind of looking forward to it, but just not for a very good reason. So yeah, that's all I have to really say about that. Just yeah, Unfriended Dark Web. There you go, baby.
I'm not.
May I add? I'm just so happy that this is a standalone Unfriended movie, and we're not bringing back Laura Barnes. Fuck that bitch.
I'm not crazy, you guys. I was just looking through the fucking review I typed in Letterboxd, and cheap price is cringy. Anyway, though.
Kevin, can I read it out?
You're gonna read the whole thing right now?
Sure, let me find it.
It's very long.
No.
I'll read. I'll read. I'll read till I get annoyed, which I'll probably read. Like,
okay, fine. Do it right now.
All right, let me try to find it.
I'll just send the link.
No, I'm there.
So Tony.
Yes, sir, Gary.
I'm gonna meet.
How's your fucking day?
Good.
Okay, here we go. Unfriended looked like one of the best. Wait, here we go.
Guys, it
looked like one of the best horror
I didn't sound like that back then.
Wait, what?
I didn't sound like that back then. That was when I had my Where the Wild Things Are
voice. One of the best horror films of the year, and a very original concept. This one looked like it would show how to do a great horror film, and I definitely looking forward to watching it. I wasn't going to watch it. Wait, what? But it recently released on Blu-ray. Oh my god, this is really fuck. And I really wanted to see it. So I took it out on the Solar movie, and I took it out on Solar movie, and I have to say I wasn't expecting much from this, but I have to say Unfriended is by far the best horror film I have seen this year. However, it is also one of the most subtle, inventive films I have ever seen. One of the most important things for a movie like this to do is to have the acting not feel like acting. It's something that left us right from the film started. It just feels like a regular teens on this. Okay, this freeze sucks. Oh, this is so long. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I didn't really want you to do that, but anyway, I digress. If you guys are looking forward to Unfriended Dark Web, which I don't think many people even know this is coming out. It does come out on July 20th. I know there were a lot of fans of the first one, but like I said, this one I've not seen much promotion for. Now, guys, we get to the film that we are all very hyped for. I mean, I'm sorry to bother you. Those look amazing, but nothing compared to the film that finally validates the reason why Andrew is actually on this movie preview. It's the movie of the year. Ladies and gentlemen, Andrew, just go ahead. This movie is just too good for any of us to introduce. You are the one to introduce it. You are the one that needs to do it. So go ahead, my dude.
Oh, and this was my idea, by the way, so I take all credit.
Yeah.
Well, you ruined the joke.
I mean, this is going to be the greatest movie of all time. I haven't been this excited for a movie ever. That's none other than what's going to be the greatest Netflix movie of all time, Duck, Duck, Goose.
Woo! Yeah!
Wait, you're doing a Netflix movie?
Yeah, it's coming out July 20th now.
On Netflix?
Yeah, it's going straight to Netflix.
Oh, shit! Oh, wow!
Go ahead.
I mean, Duck, Duck, Goose, it just looks so amazing. I already can tell it's a cinematic treatment, and I mean, I know I didn't see it yet, and I know you shouldn't judge a movie before you see it, but I mean, just it's going to be the greatest thing of all time.
Yes.
Mark my words.
It's just like how I saw the first 15 minutes of Uncle Drew, and then that.
Let's not bring that up. That's a different story.
Gave it an 11 out of 10 too.
Oh yeah,
it's pretty great.
Yeah. Like Andrew said, this movie looks absolutely incredible. I am so hyped for it. We already talked about this in the April movie preview. Just disregard that, guys. I have completely warmed up to that trailer. I love narration in trailers. I love seeing Jim Gaffigan being in a movie that he has no place in. I love Zendaya. I love so many things about this trailer. I love the animation that looked like animation from like 1995. It was so great. I loved everything about it. I am so hyped for this movie. I have not seen the trailer in theaters since I saw fucking some movie I watched. No, it wasn't that. It was something back in like March or something like that. I don't fucking remember, but this movie looks amazing. I cannot contain myself. It's just, I need to see this movie right now. I know I get on Netflix all the time, but guys, I think this will be the film. I know I've never said this, but this film is so good. I think it'll top Beasts of No Nation as the best Netflix film. That is the only movie, if you guys know, that I've given an A+ to, and I already know I'm giving this film an A++ the second I see it. That is how hyped I am for Duck Duck Goose. This looks amazing. Way to go, Netflix.
Kevin.
I take any sort of hatred I said against you. This looks fantastic. Absolutely hyped for it. What do you want?
Kevin, are you ripping off Jackson Love for the Emoji Movie?
God, no. Kevin. Okay, I'm expecting this movie to just be decent. I'm expecting you to think it's decent, so I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10.
No, it's going to be amazing. It's going to be the best movie ever. And
guys,
Jackson, you need to agree with me, please.
I think this movie looks like shit.
Oh, no.
Wow.
You're tearing it apart, Lisa.
You know what? I don't even want to hear it. I don't even want to hear it, Jackson. Tony, please.
Okay.
Us.
Okay, I think this movie looks amazing.
Yes!
There we go.
Fucking terrible.
Oh, no!
Thanks, Tony.
So I guess since I'm talking, yeah, in all honesty, yeah, this movie looks really, really awful. Did I talk?
Oh!
Well, you know what, Keaton? There you go.
My name.
Did I talk about this movie last movie preview, by the way?
Yeah, but again, like I said, disregard all of that because we're hyped for it now.
Okay, fine. I am looking forward to this movie in the sense that it looks really bad, but it looks so good that when I just am in absolute pain, I'm in absolute awe from how bafflingly good but also bad it looks, to the point where I just can't wait to see the awfulness that is going to be a cinematic achievement in history.
No, Tony, you're breaking my heart. What the fuck, Tony? You're breaking the heart that I think I have. I don't know if I have it, but you're breaking the heart that I think I have.
Yes. So that's all. So that's all I got to say. Though.
Why is Gary? Why did Gary?
Well, Kevin, I'll fix your heart. I'll fix your heart. I think this movie looks like a god awful piece of shit.
No. All right, don't listen.
I love how Andrew has been quiet during this whole thing.
No, don't listen to any of these fuckers, guys. Duck Duck Goose is going to be a cinematic masterpiece.
I just know that they're all wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a good mindset.
I'm gonna see the Netflix logo. And
Letters pop out of a white background, then turn red. Netflix.
Yes.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. I'll be like, already.
In fact, you know what? I'm ready to hate this movie before I even see it. So there you go.
Oh, okay. I mean, we definitely don't know anyone like that. But anyways, guys, forget what these guys say.
I'm pretty sure Jackson's like that.
Duck Duck Goose is going to be an amazing film. It's going to be the best movie Netflix has ever done. Go see it. It looks amazing. Jim Gaffigan, it looks fantastic.
His voice definitely doesn't seem misplaced as that.
Oh, yeah, definitely not. Hype for it. Can't wait for July 20th. That's gonna make the whole fucking month for me. The whole fucking month is just gonna be Duck Duck Goose. I'm gonna make a website, honestly. I'm gonna make a website.
Fun fact.
Fuck? I'm so hyped.
Fun fact that
fucking July 20th.
The duck from Early Man is indeed the duck in Duck Duck Goose.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
That is confirmed by me and me only.
Those are all the movies coming out on July 20th. Equalizer 2, Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again, Unfriended Dark Web, and Duck Duck Goose, the best movie of all time. But now
Mamma Mia.
oh wait, no, we're not done yet. We still actually have one more movie coming on July 20th that I don't really care about, and once again, Jackson has to introduce, and I know he's very excited for it.
Sorry, I'm lying down.
Don't you lie down.
So this film is not a Netflix movie, allegedly. I wouldn't be surprised if it does become one. But it's called Zoe
101.
Deutsch.
Not that one.
So Zoe Deutsch is about the rising star Zoe Deutsch, played by Zoe Deutsch. And she's just trying to make her way through Hollywood while she's getting onto the sweet life on deck. Just kidding. That would be a much more interesting film. This is actually about Theo James, a robotic actor playing a robotic character. Ewan McGregor made him, I think. I don't really know. Leah Sidimeh is, I guess that's Zoe. I don't know. Rashida Jones shows up. The movie looks like it was filmed in grayscale. I also, yeah, it's a love story, I think. I think Ewan McGregor is going to bone Lea Seydoux, but then she goes to bone Theo James. Not really sure. It's very confusing. I don't know what this movie's about. I thought it was about the science, but then it looks like it's a love story. I don't get it. And it looked boring. It looked like similar to the Siberia trailer, just a forgettable little trailer for a movie that I would probably not cry about if I never see. Good night.
Wake up!
Jackson!
Huh?
They dropped the trailer for Emoji Movie 2.
That's not true. You're
Yes.
another lie.
They just dropped it.
Jackson Fulcher.
Anyway, if you guys are looking, oh wait, no, I still gotta go to me. Zoe in general, yeah, this movie just kind of looks whatever. I saw it was on Amazon, and I thought we'd talk about it. And for an Amazon movie, this looks really, really fucking mediocre. Everything about this looks really whatever. I'm gonna watch it. It's gonna be a movie I see, and then I'm just gonna forget about it instantly. Theo James looks awful, but I mean, water is wet. I mean, that's something we all kind of expect at this point. Yeah, I watched the trailer. Jackson told me it looked like grayscale. It looks like a fucking commercial. Like, I literally felt like I was watching a fucking, like, extended commercial. That's really what this trailer feels like. I have no interest in this. It comes out on Amazon Video on July 20th. Yay. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, doesn't really look that good. You know, obviously I love Ian McGregor, but this just looks so boring and so lifeless, and that's all I have to say. I don't have anything else to say. Yeah, there you go. That's what I think.
I am regretting putting this movie on the list, but either way,
we should put that David Spade movie on here. No, I'm just joking.
The trailer wasn't out yet. Okay? And anyways, it's not going to be better than Duck Duck Goose, so that's why it's
Nothing is.
Yeah, exactly. But Zoe, if you are looking forward, does come out on July 20th. Those are really all the releases coming on July 20th. Duck Duck Goose is the only one that matters. Forget about all of them.
Equalizer 2.
That one doesn't matter. But anyways, now we get to a movie that I think all of us can collectively agree looks really fucking good. And Tony is going to introduce it.
I mean, I think it would be impossible for Kevin to have a fallout during his mission.
That woke me up.
That was a good one. That was a really good pun. Congratulations, sir. I give it an A+ punometer.
Mission Impossible Fallout, ladies and gentlemen. Woo!
I don't know what to do with this boy anymore. I don't know.
Hey, Kevin, if it was Danny Z, you would do something worse.
Yes.
Whoever that is.
My name is not Triples.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was supposed to say something.
Yeah, Tony. That's how this works.
Okay, Kevin, you are wrong. I think this movie looks like absolute shit. It looks like the worst movie of the summer. I think the entire cast looks like they're just there for the paycheck. Christopher McQuarrie is an absolute hack. No, I'm just joking. And all seriousness, yeah, I'm
I was gonna say.
Yeah. I mean, if you guys watched my most anticipated of the summer up on my 22TigerDude channel, you know that this is my number 2 most anticipated. Number 1 was Incredibles 2. So yeah, this is like up there as like my most anticipated of the summer. I've been a fan of at least most of the installments in the franchise. What they've been able to do with the characters and the stories and the action, especially because especially Tom Cruise doing his own stunts. That's like I think definitely the big.
Tom Cruise
draw.
has never done his own stunts before.
Yes, never in his life. Never.
Another lie.
But this one definitely looks like it'll carry the same thing. Reasons why we just really enjoy this series. The action, no surprise, looks really incredible. The stunts, as you can also expect, look really insane. Tom Cruise, God bless him for just being so committed to his craft. And obviously everyone else looks really great here. Henry Cavill also looks really great as who looks like he could be like the villain of the movie, for what I've gathered from the trailer. So I'm definitely interested to see his role and everyone else, obviously, with Simon Pegg and then Ving Rhames and then Michelle Monaghan's coming back. So yeah, the cast looks great here. It looks really beautifully shot, just great cinematography. Christopher McQuarrie, who comes back from Rogue Nation, also directs this one. He also looks like he'll do a fantastic job directing it. It just looks like everything that I could expect in a Mission Impossible movie, and I definitely hope it absolutely delivers. Yeah, looks awesome. Can't wait. Definitely most anticipated of this month, I should say as well.
All right, so Mission Impossible Fallout. If you guys know, I absolutely love this series. In 2015, when the last one came out, I spent that entire week watching the entire series, and I'll just give my thoughts real quick. First, Mission Impossible is amazing. Second one's kind of shit. Third one is really great. Fourth one is, I think, the best in the franchise, and the fifth one is not too far behind it. So, yeah, this is definitely, I think, one of the most consistent action franchises.
Kevin, you dead?
I got the screenshot.
I can take over.
All right, yeah. If someone wants to speak.
Anyways, Mission Impossible Fallout looks like a really fun action movie. I've been a big fan of these Mission Impossible movies, except for Mission Impossible 2. That is a piece of shit. But Mission Impossible Fallout, I think, it looks very exciting. Tom Cruise is a great man. He's a great, wonderful 30-year-old. He's definitely not in his 50s. But Scientology is the true religion. Xenu is a god. Simon Pegg is also like a really great addition to all these. Ving Rhames I loved since the very first one. And Henry Cavill, I can't wait to see what he brings to the table because, like Tony said, his character is very much so shrouded in some mystery. You don't know if he's a bad guy or if he's just a good guy who has to do some bad things because that's the job. Like he says in the trailer, that's the job, no hard feeling, stuff like that. Angela Bassett, I can't wait to see her because she's a fantastic actress. I can't wait to see Michelle Monaghan come back because she and Tom Cruise had a thing. And Mission Impossible 3, if you remember Mission Impossible 3, they were getting married, and Philip Seymour Hoffman almost shot her in the face, but he did not. So that was very good. And Rebecca Ferguson, who's a great actress who I got introduced to in the Rogue Nation. So yes, overall, Mission Impossible Fallout looks like another fun and exciting, thrilling adventure in the Mission Impossible series. Maybe the best one yet, maybe the last one. I don't really know yet. That is all I have to say about Mission Impossible. It is definitely my most anticipated of this entire month. Thank you. Good night.
All right, going back to me real quick.
Your internet cut out.
I did not get to finish.
Your internet cut out. It was your fault.
Let us talk and we'll
You're just props. You're not here.
You want to talk?
I only hear when I say you're here.
Okay, Gary, talk very quick. Talk, Gary. Talk.
I want to talk.
Okay, Kaden, you talk then.
I just wanted to say that I'm upset that they didn't digitally remove Henry Cavill's mustache. Good night.
His name, that's a dead meme. His name is Henry Cavill.
Cavill.
Yeah, whatever.
I want to talk. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this movie. I like
review.
It's not bad.
It's all going very well. It's all going
all right. All right, the movie looks fantastic. I love the previous ones except for 2. That movie is a piece of crap. Tom Cruise trying to kill himself. Yeah, that's always a win. Yeah, sure. Now go on ahead, Kevin. You can talk. Unmute yourself.
First of all, you weren't even supposed to be here. You were supposed to leave after you talked about fucking Mamma Mia, but you decided to stay for some reason. But anyway,
well, I love Andrew and Tony. Okay,
whatever. Yeah, this looks really great. I'm very excited for it. Like Jackson, this definitely looks like the darkest one in the franchise for sure. I think just the whole idea of him starting to not really trust anyone and him kind of, worried about, if he can really trust the team and maybe if he is just as disposable as he's supposed to be, because like Henry Cavill and Angela Bassett, they're coming in and saying, oh, the team should die and things like that. So I don't know if it is his last film, but it certainly feels like the ending. I don't know what they're really setting up, but we'll have to see the way that does turn out. The cast here just looks fantastic. Henry Cavill and Angela Bassett look like really great additions overall. This is one of those trailers where every time they show it, I get more and more hype for it. Almost every single movie. I don't know if you guys can agree, but almost every single movie I see, they play the trailer for this movie. So I'm very excited for this one. I think
it's probably like every other movie for me.
Yeah, it seems like basically every single, almost every single movie I see, they play this trailer. And yeah, I had a lot to say, but, now not really, because my internet cut out and everyone else is talking. But yeah, it looks amazing. I'm hyped for it. Definitely one of the most anticipated of the month for sure. And yeah, looks really great.
I love dog. That's a cute dog. What's his name? Or her name?
Does Eclipse have anything to say?
Yes, thank you guys so much. I am Eclipse. Go Mission Impossible.
Okay. Anyway.
You trained him well.
That was
her.
Eclipse is fucking sexy.
That was cringy as fuck. Either way,
that is
Mission Impossible Fallout does come out on July. I'm trying to talk here. Mission Impossible Fallout does come out on July 27th. Now we get to the film that I know everyone is absolutely hyped for on July 27th, and that of course is the film that we definitely needed. That is Teen Titans Go to the Movies. All right. So, Teen Titans Go to the Movies. I am not the person to really say anything about this film because I never watched Teen Titans. It came out at a time when I wasn't really watching those kind of shows, and I just never really got around to watching it. And I do want to watch it eventually because I've heard amazing things about it. But Teen Titans Go is just a show that is like one of the most whatever shows to me. It's out. It's a thing. From what I've seen, it's really stupid. There's a whole song about fucking eating waffles or something. But that's really all I have to say about it. This movie, I'm not going to lie, I don't think this looks like the worst thing ever. I think there actually are some jokes in the trailer, especially the latest one that actually did hit quite well. It looks very self-aware, like the Green Lantern stuff, and the whole Wonder Woman thing. I think there were some very good sort of knocks at that, and I very much did enjoy that. But then there's stuff like the farting, and then there's stuff that's very much pandering to kids. And I will agree, this movie doesn't really feel like it knows what audience it's really appealing to. The animation doesn't look that bad. It certainly doesn't look like a movie. It definitely looks like a TV show. But, I mean, I think you can kind of say that for almost every sort of TV show movie that comes out. But it looks whatever. We'll have to see how it turns out. Nicolas Cage as Superman is very interesting. Jimmy Kimmel as Batman. That's going to be interesting. I don't really know how I feel about that. And then, of course, we got the best casting ever. We got Lil Yachty as fucking Green Lantern. And we got Halsey as one of the other characters I can't think of right now. But it looks whatever. I don't really have much to say about it. I'm definitely not dreading it as much as everyone else is. But again, that's just because I never really watched Teen Titans. I do think it's cool, however, that they're saying at least that if this movie does really well, they might actually bring back the original Teen Titans series. I don't know if they're going to do that, but it is possible considering they have the original cast and things like that. And Yeah, I do.
I think Charles Strong said that in interview. Yeah.
Yeah. Like it definitely is possible because they have the original cast and things like that. But Jackson's like, maybe I should see this movie now.
No, you said something that no, you mentioned the if this movie does really well, the creators said they'll consider bringing it back. So what you're basically saying is they're saying, come support our filth, come support our trash film that's going to be hot garbage because the show is hot garbage and is poorly produced. And then maybe we'll put some actual thought into another product. Like, no, fuck them. I know everyone's excited because they mentioned the original Teen Titans and they might come back. No, they're literally just saying, make us successful, make our trash successful, and then maybe we'll make something you actually want. No, that's not a reason to go see this. That is no. If that's the only reason why they're going to bring it back, then fuck that, honestly. That is terrible. And like how this movie looks terrible. The cast, sure, it's the original cast, but it's always been the original cast. It's the original cast in Teen Titans Go, so that's not helping anything. They're still awful when they have to read the Go dialogue. The cringy just jokes that are only meant for kids. And I get it. It's more for them. It's a kids movie, whatever. I've seen way better kid shows, though, that have done much like more. And have actually... Yes, exactly. So the fact that they're making this into a movie and it looks like the same style of animation, which is lazy as all hell. The fact that the voice acting for Nicolas Cage's Superman looks so out of place that they're only doing it for a joke, but it doesn't fit at all. The Green Lantern guy, like he spoke and I was like, that voice doesn't match. Why did you cast this? Why are you doing this? It's so lazy. It looks like it could be the worst animated film of the year. And I know what I've said about Duck Duck Goose. Like, it doesn't look like a good movie, but at least that.
It looks amazing.
Like, it doesn't have the same style of lazy, like, half-assed animation that Teen Titans Go to the Movies has. And they're trying to be meta thing. They're mentioning filmmaking, goddammit. It's like, they do that all the time, and it's not good. I mean, it's more tolerable than other stuff because, oh, well, they're mentioning stuff. They're being meta, but, like, the next episode, guaranteed, they're going to go back to the normal stuff. They're never going to change. They're just doing the same thing over and over. I can't stand it. So, to sum it up, I will not go to the movies to see Teen Titans Go to the movies. Fuck you, Flake. That is all.
All right. Wow. That was a very passionate dismissal of this movie, but let's see what Tony has to say.
I mean, I know I brought this up after I saw the full trailer, how I'm not going to lie, I'm actually looking forward to the movie now. And this is coming from someone that does not like the show. I'm not going to say I downright hate the show. It's definitely not the worst show I've ever seen. I'd rather take the show over the not Power Rangers, the Powerpuff Girls reboot. Like, I'd rather take Teen Titans Go over that, to be honest. But yeah, it's still not a good show. It's very mediocre. I only watch it once in a while when there's literally nothing on. So it's basically like a background, I guess, kind of show. This one, I won't lie, it does look interesting. Like what you said, I do like how it's more meta, I guess you could say. And obviously, they brought in some interesting voice actors in this project. Like you said, Lil Yachty, however you pronounce his name.
Lil Yachty.
Yeah, who I didn't even know who he was until they announced he was going to be in this movie. So I guess thank you, movie, for introducing me to him. But yeah, I will say, yeah, the animation looks just like the TV. They don't really try to make it look theatrical, but then again, Sponge Out of Water, kind of had similar animation to the show right now. And the animation still looked really good regardless. Oh, go ahead, Jackson. Go ahead.
I'd say the SpongeBob animation looks way better than.
Though I love the animation of Sponge Out of Water.
Yeah, I'd say it's way better than both what they've shown in the Teen Titans Go movie and also the show. But okay.
Oh, there's obviously more details in it. Like, I could definitely say that.
I'd say that's more deserving of the theatrical. Okay, fine.
Yeah. Anyway, if you guys are looking forward.
But no, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm interested in it. If it's not good, then oh well. But just like with any movie, I'll be open-minded about it.
All right, so if you guys are looking forward to Teen Titans Go to the movie, which just like Jackson clearly is, I for it. It does come out on July 27th. We're actually going to go back to Jackson, though. Jackson, I have a surprise for you.
What?
You actually have a good movie to introduce for once.
Okay. The next film I'm introducing is a film called Train Spotting. I mean, Blind Spotting. It's a different movie. Blind Spotting. So Blind Spotting, I didn't know about until today because Kevin made me watch these trailers for these movies to do this dumb thing called a movie preview. I think I've been doing it for the past 2 hours. I think I'm not really sure, but yeah, it looks pretty good. It looks very intriguing. Like at first, the trailer starts off, and it's like, okay, is this like a comedy movie? What is this? Then a certain thing happens in the trailer, and all of a sudden, it just sets the tone for what could be a really intriguing like drama thriller movie, maybe in a way, while also maybe maintaining some comedic elements as well. But yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Like, I wouldn't say it's like my most like hyped of the year or anything, but story looks good. The acting I think is really good. Like the guy like at the end of the trailer, he literally just delivers one line, but I was taken in by it. Like I was invested. I'd see a whole movie about this guy. So yeah, I'd say it looks pretty good. Another one like he won't get, or don't worry, he won't get far on foot. Like I don't really have that much to say about it because it is more of a simple trailer. But yeah, I'd say it looks pretty good. I'd actually be upset if I didn't see this because it has my interest. And goodbye.
All right, so Blind Spotting, this is another one that I'm absolutely hyped for. I saw the trailer for this, and I was immediately sold. First of all, Daveed Diggs, love that he is getting a lot of, especially from, I mean, a lot of the Hamilton actors are getting a lot of stuff, but he's doing very well for himself. I really do like the concept of this movie. That's like this white police officer. He is, I believe, accused of shooting someone, but he didn't like mean to do it or whatever. I think it's a very interesting concept overall. It's a very timely concept. I think Daveed Diggs, like I said, he looks really great here. And the movie looks like kind of like a hodgepodge of a bunch of different things. It's a thriller at points. It's a drama. I heard there's even some music in there. Like he does a lot of rapping in this movie. So yeah, I'm really excited for this. I think this looks very intense. I think it looks very interesting. And real quick, just to quote the lady who, when I saw Won't You Be My Neighbor, at the end of the trailer, there was this really nice older woman. I don't know who she was, but she seemed like a really nice lady. And at the end of the trailer, she goes, "Oh my goodness."
Oh my goodness.
Yes, that is my initial reaction for this movie overall. Oh my goodness. It looks amazing. Very much looking forward to it. And yeah, definitely one of my most anticipated of the month for sure.
Alrighty.
Oh no.
I think this looks okay. Yeah, like I do like Daveed Diggs.
Daveed Diggs?
Daveed Diggs, whatever. You didn't pronounce Amanda Seyfried's name right, Kevin.
Yeah, and I corrected myself.
Sure, because you saw me. But anyways, yeah, I've been a fan of him because, you know, he was in Wonder last year, and he's been in a few Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt episodes, and he's been in some Blackish episodes, so I've definitely been a fan of him from those. And I'm definitely glad to see that he has a starring role right here. He looks really good. The cast looks really good. I know when I'm on IMDb, it says it's a comedy drama, but for me, it could be just the way how the trailer is edited, but like I was really confused, honestly, whether it was like a comedy or drama. There's like even a few times where I laughed and it was like meant to be taken seriously. I'm like, oh shit, I guess it's meant to be taken seriously.
You mean like that scene in Sicario?
Oh, I haven't seen that movie yet. Oh, you're talking about the first one, right?
Yeah, I'm talking about the first one.
Oh, yeah, like that. Okay, yeah, like that. So yeah, I'm kind of lukewarm on it. I do hope the final product can be better than the trailer I saw right here. You know, it like definitely has an interesting premise, but we'll see how it goes. So that's just how I felt about it.
All right, so Blind Spotting in general, I already said my thoughts. If you guys are looking forward to Blind Spotting, it does come out on July 27th. Like I said, I'm very much looking forward to it. Now we're going to get to another film that I highly disagree with Tony with that he's going to introduce.
Oh, yeah, it's that movie, Kevin Give Me a Hard Time on a Hot Summer Night.
That's a good one. I like that one. That's a good one, Tony.
Thank you.
They're all shit. They're all shit.
They're actually not. They're all fabulous.
Yeah, Kevin. Hot Summer Nights. Kevin already knows my thoughts because in my least anticipated, it was in my dishonorable mention. So obviously, Kevin has known since then. I haven't been exactly enthused about it. Like, I gave the trailer a watch, and I just didn't really like it. But then I tried rewatching it because sometimes there's a case where if I watch a trailer on my first viewing, I'm not digging it, but then on rewatch, I'm like, you know what? I'm kind of warming up to it. I've rewatched this trailer a few more times to see if maybe that's the case, maybe if I'm missing something. And I unfortunately still feel the same way. I think the way the trailer's put together is honestly very messy. The movie just looks very underwhelming. Timothy Chalamet's character does not look compelling to me at all. I don't really care about like whatever romance he's gonna have with Micah Monroe, I believe. And then the stuff with like him doing weed and all that other stuff just wasn't really into it. And then the trailer just takes a weird drastic turn in the last 45 minutes where like most of the trailer it's like very energetic. It's very just like hyper and style. And in the last 45 seconds of the trailer, it just drastically changes to being like sad and dark and having the sad piano music. And I'm like, what the heck is this? Like the tone looks so confusing in my opinion. Just doesn't look consistent in my opinion. Timothée Chalamet looks like he'll do fine. His performance looks fine. But this movie does not look interesting to me. Obviously, I hope it could surprise me, like with any movie I'm not looking forward to, but I'm just not enthused. But that could just be me then again.
All right, so at least for me, I think this looks like a really good movie. I don't think it looks amazing or anything, but I think Timothy Chalamet looks really good. I think Micah Monroe looks really good. Maya Mitchell also is in there. I share the same birthday with her, so that's definitely...
Oh yeah, Teen Beach movies, huh?
Yeah, very relevant.
That's definitely something. But yeah, I think this looks like a good movie overall. I don't really remember the trailer that much. I just remember I thought it looked really good. I just don't really remember it. And yeah, I think it looks like a good movie overall. So yeah, Jackson.
Oh my God, that was fast. I'm not prepared. Let me sit back up. Shoot.
Okay. Kevin didn't talk for that long for once.
Yeah, I didn't talk for 15 minutes like I usually do.
Yo, what the heck was that? I didn't see any trailers before this. Blah, blah, blah. I watched it today, and I thought it looked pretty good. Timothée Chalamet is a rising star. And I think he looks pretty good. And at first, I didn't even know it was him because his hair is shorter. I knew it was him eventually. But it looks very good in this. Micah Monroe also. Glad to see her back in a film.
You're gonna watch her in a little bit, actually.
Oh yeah, and
whatever.
I like the plot at first. Like it's setting up. It's kind of like it reminded me like Wolf of Wall Street level, like how it sets up. Like this is how we got like at the top of our game. Like it's like kind of a comedy kind of at first, but then it shifts into the like dark, like this is the repercussions of some of certain things. So yeah, like a little miniature Wolf of Wall Street, just about weed and teenagers. So that could be really cool. It could go either way, of course, because you never really know about any movie, of course. But I think from what they're showing, it looks very promising, and it's actually one that I'm looking forward to more than I originally thought. I'll repeat again, like I said, for some of the movie I forgot, but if I didn't see this, I'd actually be a little upset because it looked pretty good. So yeah.
All right, so Hot Summer Nights, if you are looking forward, does come out on July 27th. And guys, I know we're all very tired. I know this has been very long. I'm pretty sure it's been like the longest one I've done. But we have made it
compared to that 4-hour one a couple of years ago.
Oh my God, that was unbearable. Unbearably bad. Jesus.
Thank your lucky stars you weren't in that one, Jackson.
Yeah, that was unbearably bad. Anyway, this one, this is the last one we're talking about.
My God, we finally made it.
July 27th. And that movie is a little film I'm sure none of you have heard about except me, and that is Puzzle.
Solve the Puzzle.
Oh my God, I knew you were going to do something like that. That's not what I thought you were going to do, though.
Nice one to end it off.
At least I hope you don't do what I think you're going to do. Anyway, Puzzle in general, again, this is a movie I knew nothing about. I saw a movie called, I believe I saw this when I saw... Was it American? No, it wasn't American Animal. It was one of the movies I saw. I think it was like Beast or something like that. No, First Reformed. That's what it was. First Reformed. I saw the trailer during that, and I right off the bat was was really engrossed in this trailer, and since then I've watched it like a bunch of times. I've really warmed up to it. This looks really good, honestly. It's about this woman who she kind of lives in this not really bad household, but no one really gives her respect and things like that. She's kind of just your typical housewife, and she really wants to get out there and do something great. And she realizes, hey, I'm really good at puzzles. So she starts to want to participate in this puzzle competition, you know, against the discretion from her husband, who is very much like, no, don't do this. And I think this looks really great. Kelly MacDonald looks really great here. It's cool to see Irfan Khan in a role that's not Amazing Spider-Man or Jurassic World. So that's really cool to see. Yeah, I think this looks really great. Like I said, I've watched the trailer since, and I really do love it. It also has the dude from Outcast, who I really like. David Denham, I think his name is. He's very good. But yeah, not that Outcast, not that one. I'm talking about the Cinemax show.
No, I know. Just something else.
I was thinking
something else.
I wasn't gonna say it.
What?
I said I was thinking it, but for once I wasn't gonna say it.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about the Cinemax show that's really fucking good that nobody has watched. But yeah, Puzzle looks really great. I'm very excited for it, and I'm interested in seeing how it turns out for sure. Because, like I said, this is another one of those trailers where if I hadn't seen it, I would have been like Jackson. I would have been a little disappointed because this trailer really surprised me. You know, I saw the beginning of the trailer, I'm like, what the hell is this? But as it went on, I thought it got really great, and yeah, I'm very excited for it.
Well, I'm very disappointed in you, Kevin, because you said David Denman from, what is it, Outcast, when you should have said from The Office as Roy. Very disappointed in you.
Oh,
true. But anyways.
I mean, I have some really sad news, Jackson. I've never really watched The Office all that much. I watched like a season and a half.
Hey, well, guess what, Kevin? It's on Netflix right now, boy.
There's like other shows I'm watching, though. I don't really.
So as I was saying, yes, this movie looks very good. Like The Office. The Office is much better, though. Kelly MacDonald, I think she's a very good actress. Not as good as what's her name, Jenna Fisher from The Office, but you know, still very good. Irfan Khan, I think he's going to have a really good role here. Not as good as the role of Michael Scott, Steve Carell's character from The Office. This movie looks pretty funny, but not as funny as The Office. The movie looks like it could be pretty sappy, though, like one of those movies that comes out and you're like, oh, it's one of these, like it's a grandma movie. Take your grandma to see it; she'll love it, or something like that. Unlike The Office, which is for all ages. So yeah. Unlike you, Kevin, if I didn't see this movie, I wouldn't really care. It looks pretty good, but it just kind of looks like a typical kind of Oscar bait one to me. Unlike The Office, which is an amazing show, which should win multiple different awards. And that's all I have to say. The Office is much better.
Also, guys, can we just close up on Caden here, who is snoring very loudly, and for everyone to hear?
Great.
Yeah, this is great.
Another thing that's getting.
He's snoring on my live stream. This is great.
Wait, there's a way to fix that.
Still awake. I'm alive still.
All right, Andrew, you got to message Dane and tell him that Uncle Drew 2 was announced.
But that'd be lying to him, and I cannot tell a lie.
But that's why I can't either. But you got to do this. Just why is
Uncle Drew was not playing? Please go see it, everybody.
That was last month.
Yes. Adam Haskell, you are the man.
Damn.
Well, that was pretty good, actually.
Wow. Tony,
that's
what do you want to say about this movie?
Okay, I don't have a lot to say because I have a feeling it's going to get much more chaotic. So I'll just say this looks interesting. I like the idea of this woman finding passion, solving jigsaw puzzles, and hope I could get around to it. And that's all I have to say.
All right. I'm not sure what's going to happen next because this has been one of the most clusterfuck of a live streams I think I've ever done.
No, this all worked out perfectly, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Everything seemed to fit.
Yeah.
I think I fit very well.
Oh, yeah, it's not
you always fit well.
Yeah, it's not like you haven't.
It's not like you only spoke for Duck Duck Goose or anything.
Yeah, it's not like this. I was a fucking dumbass and I sent the link into a chat by mistake and now everyone's here because of it.
Definitely not that at all.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to like put that in the intro somehow. I think I know what I'm gonna do, but anyway.
Great.
Yeah, but those are all the movies coming out. Like I said, Puzzle, it's coming out on July 27th. If you guys are looking forward to it,
I like puzzles.
Interested in it for sure. And that's it, guys. We did it. We talked. Those are all the movies coming out in July. I know that was a lot to get through here. Why are you back, Cool Cat Lover?
I want all of you to go see Uncle Drew, which is now playing in theaters.
Uncle Drew is a great movie. I saw it.
Will do, Lord Adam.
I don't care. I'm saying it again. I really want people to go see Uncle.
And that's enough of that. Anyways, guys.
How dare you mute him?
How dare you mute him?
I didn't mute him, Andrew.
Well, he's not
All
even.
right, cool.
I don't know why he's still here. Anyways, guys, that's it. What is this gonna end like the Jew? Is that what's gonna fucking happen?
I guess so.
Muting people. Jesus.
Yeah.
Uncle Drew!
I'm just gonna sit here.
Yeah.
Mute me.
You fucking
Oh,
snore!
now he's back.
I just woke
Great.
up.
We heard you snore!
Right. Oh, you conveniently woke up for the ending. How great.
Like, as Tony
I
was
was snoring. I just
How
woke
great is
up.
that? Yes, you were. Very loudly, in fact.
Jackson was talking, I heard.
I what?
Great.
Dude, you
Yeah.
snored pretty loudly.
It was like
actually.
really loud, dude. Jesus Christ.
What? I don't snore though. That's the thing.
You do though.
I do.
This
How-
live
how
stream
it-
is this
how
live
would you
stream is
know
evidence
it's-
now.
I'll watch it back. You snore.
I just woke up.
I woke
Oh,
up like
yeah.
this.
Totally believe that.
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Like literally
No, you didn't.
the last thing I remember is like Tony making a pun for Fallout or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then after
That was
that,
great.
I was just
That was
like,
amazing.
I
I'm
don't
just
know.
really glad he didn't say what I thought he was gonna say for puzzle. But either way,
What'd you think?
I'm
no,
not.
the last thing I remember is Tony talking about hot summer nights.
I'm not gonna say it because you're gonna do it now.
No, I promise. I actually won't.
I will
already
just
got-
message you.
I already got
Just do
all
that,
my
yeah.
puns out of the way. I already got all my puns out of my system.
You're the pun machine.
Okay, end the video because I want to watch it back.
Fine. Thank you guys for watching.
Okay, actually, you know what?
Okay, actually, yeah. Come on now.
Seriously,
Yeah, and go see Uncle Drew, now playing in theaters.
whatever. Thank you guys for watching this movie preview. Like I said, this is a very clusterfuck of a preview. I fucked up. I sent the link in the chat. Lesson to you guys: when you want to send a link to your friends, don't make 50 group chats that you can send a link into.
That's your own fucking problem, then.
It's just not a good idea to do that anyway. But I do want to thank my guests that are supposed to be here, because the rest of you are just props, basically. You weren't supposed to be here because I fucked up. So what do you want to say, Jackson, before we end it?
Thanks for having me. This was a blast, quotation mark, and that, yeah, cool.
Okay, Tony just left. I don't know what he wants to say.
Wait, hold on. Give me one moment.
Okay, I'll be back.
All right.
Well,
I just want to say thank you for having me on, even though I didn't do jack shit except for the camera.
Yeah.
Oh, except hammer, yeah. And then snore.
Okay.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, what the fuck is that?
What's he doing?
All right. Thank you very much, Kevin, for bringing the 2 July birthday boys over here in this July movie preview. It was a lot of fun. As convoluted as this movie preview was, I am very happy to actually be here. And also happy Uncle Drew Day. It was a lot of fun filming on that day too. And you know what? To do an ultimate sign off.
Oh no.
Yeah, go Tony. Go Tony.
Enough of that. Anyways, guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll see you guys. Once again, let me know what you think of any of these movies coming out.
No.
This video.
Uncle Drew, bitches.
Anyways, guys, thank you very much for having us on here.
That's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoy. We'll see you guys in the next video. We'll see you guys for that. Okay, bye.
Bye bye.